Alright, time to get started. Flav? Yes. At least as of now, DOS 2 is greater than BG3. Yep, for the time being at least. And I'll be hard pressed to change that opinion. But we'll find out. I'll be quite honest, after streaming it like 2 or 3 times, like the tech issues and also the janky gameplay kind of makes me just want to play this game instead. Alright, so Lizard Wizard. I don't want tutorial, get out of here. Alright. We need this Conjurer for the shield. Bold statement. I actually feel like that's not a super bold statement. That's pretty good. Alright, so no polymorph. For me it is... Yeah, and that's fair. I just think the game state BG3 is in is pretty terrible. We don't need leadership. Get out of here. Time to stack some Geo, especially with the new Geo glove. That'll be helpful. A rune slot plus 2 Geo is what I think it has, which is gonna be nice. Yeah, so that's why, like, at least for now, we're turning this game. So, Zeke and username, what the fudge? You guys. And Snow Tigers? What the? Oh my gosh. That's Zeke with 9 months, username with 8 months, and Snow Tiger with 9 months. Guys, I appreciate it. I seriously appreciate you supporting the stream no matter what we're playing. Us never finishing runs, playing a different game every single time. I appreciate it, seriously. Alright, well, we're going to finish this run, either by dying or by actually beating it. Bro, literally all 3 of you at the same time. You stopped playing BG3 to come watch this? Now that's the real oof right there. Alright. Honestly, this was probably one of my most favorite runs to do. Was this Lizard Wizard. So let's actually beat it this time, shall we? Because I actually love this build. This is my favorite BG3 build. Not BG3. DOS 2 build, not BG3. I'm gonna mix the games up now. It's not the best build. It's my favorite. Say when my abilities fail 3 times in a row with an 80% chance. I know, right? I'm okay with it if I physically launch dices and see the outcome. Yeah. Yeah, Geo. This is really just a Geo mage, honestly. I'm shiny hunting a legendary Pokemon, so I'll be joining in your suffering. Okay, I think this is all we're doing here. Okay. Alright, this is the same character we played last time. Okay. Lizard Wizard, it's my favorite, man. We're gonna take this character all the way to in-game. All the way. No invis. Just executing with extreme prejudice.
So,
oh,
easy.
Just lost. Daggers. Okay. I'm actually really excited right now to play this game, which is kind of funny, honestly. Okay. This character's gonna have like 100 intelligence by the time we're done.
So,
watch it.
It wasn't a dream after all.
Alright. And can you believe it? I can play this game at more than 5 FPS. It's pretty good. I actually have 100 FPS as opposed to 15 from BG3. It's amazing. And it still is a very good looking game. It's amazing. What just gets me with, like, I know BG3 is in early access, don't get me wrong. What gets me is, like, it doesn't matter what PC you build, it's still gonna run like trash. Oh my gosh. Dude, it was actually tiring to play. Not just because I wasn't having an amazing time playing it, but also just because it was actually tiring to just watch it and try to take action in the game. because everything was like moving so slowly. This is Lizard Wizard, no invisibility. So basically, Fire Geomage, we cannot use Invis at all. But it was Hydra Arrow Mage, oof. What is this, more than 10 FPS? This is not a stream I could come here for. Oh my goodness. Also, no physical damage, obviously, but besides teleport.
You there. Come here.
I want to get this. We're not restricted to elements. We'll just be primarily Pyro Geo. But we can use whatever we want. Ooh. Big yikes. I did not mean to do that. But that's fine. No, and it is no Geo, only Pyro. No, we're not doing that. Let's do this. Actually, we can cast 2 spells. We'll do this, right? And then... No, that didn't work. That's fine. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't give us fire. Oh, it did, actually. So we can do this. Because it's bugged out, and then do this. There we go. I got too greedy. It's fine. 1 turn kill. The power of magic. Can you believe it? Wait, it says I'm playing Minecraft? I literally updated it. Oh my gosh. Give me 2 seconds. It says I'm playing Divinity, right? Okay. YouTube dashboard. It says I am playing Divinity Original Sin 2, right? Yeah. I swear. It says DOS 2. I promise. At least it's what I told it, and it's what it says. What texture pack is this? Stop. We're not playing Minecraft. Alright. Alright, so one thing about this run is that in a kind of odd way, survivability will be important, at least through mid-game. So we'll be using things like armor potions to keep us alive. And armor scrolls to some extent. Also, since we'll be stacking Geo, Fortify should actually be pretty decent in terms of survivability. Armor of Frost will be almost useless, but still, it'll be useful to have Fortify. Your YouTube says Minecraft? What if you... Can you reload the page? Yeah, it literally says the game title, Divinity Original Sin 2. Okay, I'm gonna reselect it and resave it and see if that fixes it. You're only kidding? I can't read. Oh my gosh. Alright, should be good now. Alright. Moving on. When DOS 3 is so bad, you go back to DOS 2? I know, right? Why play DOS 3 when DOS 2 is better? It's like Civ 5. Why play Civ 6 when you play Civ 5? It still says it? Yeah, I don't know what to do then. I just re-updated it. So, yeah, unfortunate. The stream title on YouTube? I also changed the title. It says Lizard Wizard Round 2 No Invis. I manually updated it. And I can't resave it because it's the same. That's odd. I don't understand. YouTube is like probably the worst streaming platform in terms of like I don't know, just setting it up. Yeah, I mean I can't change it. It says Lizard Wizard Round 2 for me at least. So what's up, Garthon? How's it going?
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper.
DOS 2 co-op runs. I have done several with friends, and then I've done some with other people on the Discord. I used to do a couple of those where I'd have other players play with me. And then I've done one custom game, and it was... I'm just going to say it was interesting, because you know how in this game, like you get pieces of gear that have like +5 finesse? Now imagine a DM that created items that had like +10 warfare on them, and like +20 finesse. That was literally the kind of items I was getting in that game. So I had like a rogue that would just cast a backlash and then one-shot anything. It was really, really kind of over the top, let's be honest. Yeah, YouTube is really scuffed. I mean, it looks like Wizard Dwarf is pretty meme because you can get a two-handed greatsword. And still be a bomb-ass wizard. And I don't know how, but I saw someone who had a build with Hex and whatever the triple hitting fire spell was. So basically, you're a warlock at the same time.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Can't be worse than a mixer. Oh wait.
Knuckle if you keep carrying on.
Oh boy.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by
I don't know. I don't really intend to add any platforms. I think YouTube and I mean Twitch is where I started, and YouTube has all my archives. So the two platforms I'm gonna go with. Oh yeah, Necromancer is best. I did have another idea. I was actually another what about Facebook gaming? It looks like it's actually getting more popular. So I do have another idea for a run. I think after this we'll do a run where we'll play solo Necro, but every time I cast a skill, die, or reload, I donate to my mom's charity. Just like every skill I cast costs me 5 cents. Every time I reload, it costs me $5. Be great.
Ask what you must. I've nothing to hide.
Seems to me we should be a little more afraid.
I'm just waiting for it to be like in a good place to play.
Till overboard.
Right now, it's pretty it runs terribly. It's
Hold my head.
a buggy mess. It's just not good, and the gameplay is kind of it's okay. It's just not. There's nothing interesting about the gameplay as of now, right now. So I just can't do it, man. Like I can run it off stream, but I don't know. Okay. What sort of Minecraft? Is it still saying Minecraft for some of you? Because I cannot, I literally cannot, here, let me, yeah, it says, okay, so I go to the stream, if I go watch the stream myself, okay, edit video. I click edit video, it says video details, change the, okay, this is stupid. I don't understand. Okay, game? Hello? Category, gaming. Game. Divinity, Original Sin. I don't understand. Okay, we're fixing it. It should be fixed now. Yeah, YouTube is super scuffed. If I go to my dashboard, it has the right title, but then if I go watch the video myself, it gives the wrong title. All right, it should say it should say DOS now. I promise. This time we should be good.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles
Please tell me it
whiten
worked.
around her weapon as you pass.
There we go. Okay, we're in better shape now. All right, sell to you.
Behind
You buy
the
my stuff
magister,
too, please.
A bloodied mass
not
lies in
that.
a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles.
Oh, I forgot the.
You can't make out a
Oh yeah,
face
pro
in the
tip here.
darkness.
Let me show you something. If you're trying to sell stuff fast, there's a setting. Gameplay. Always show. Where's it? Yeah, always show stack splitter. So when you click on an item that has multiple items, it'll like give that like slider bar to select how many you want. If you turn this off, it will default to selling or buying the whole stack, and then you can shift click to buy a certain amount or sell a certain amount. So it makes it easier to just spam sell stuff. Okay, we should be good on the DOS 2 description now.
Alexander, grant me patience. What?
Okay. Makes it much easier to just sell your crap. Okay, and then we got that. Got a shield already and gloves? Wow, amazing.
No known associates. In fact, he
Long time Hydra Arrow fan here. I was wondering what happened to the last run. I don't know, it's been long enough, and I don't feel like it was really interesting enough. I feel like this is even better to have a solo magic run instead of a quad magic run. So, might as well. What's up, Ashen? How's it going? Also, this is on honor mode, so we're gonna probably suffer quite a bit. Or it's dishonor mode, as some people would call it, because we have autosaves off. Look, I'm just min-maxing by turning on... Yeah, if you didn't know, here's another pro tip. Gameplay, autosaves, turn off autosaves. So you know those fights where when you start the fight, it'll autosave, and then they kill you before you take a turn? Well, no more. You just turn off autosaves. And you can decide when the game saves. Amazing. Yeah, I'm working 10 hours on Halloween. Actually, 11 hours on Halloween. That's my plans. In case you're wondering.
Insufferable, surely.
Okay, I'm waiting for the dogs to move.
trying to hear anyway.
Yeah, another magic run. Can you believe it? I was actually really enjoying the last one of this run we did. We just got clapped by the oil voidlings. Okay, that way. Yeah, and I would also rather play this than Hydra Arrow. I actually enjoyed this build. It's still not the best, but it's the best magic build. I love how fast the VG3 got shafted on stream. I know, right? Necromancer, my opinion with all the class mods, and this is from, I have not personally played more than like 1 or 2 of them, but I've read all of Odin Blade's changelogs on his mods, and I think they're great in concept, and I think, and here's the thing, this is with any kind of mod that changes skills or adds skills. Really, all that matters is how much damage do the skills do, and that's not anything against the class mods necessarily, but if a class mod makes it where you can do more damage, it's good. Makes it where you can do less damage is bad, right? That's literally it. So like Odin Blade's Necromancer one has like 2 or 3 skills that are kind of OP. The rest of them you just wouldn't use. So if I installed his Necromancer mod, I just add like 2 or 3 skills to my Necro build and then ignore everything else. HQ quiz, here's the thing. You said that in the past tense. So, do you enjoy BG3 or did you enjoy BG3? Yeah, the Spectre class. I think that's the Necromancer one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather not ruin myself with playing too much and enjoying a less than good version of the game. So I'd rather just wait for now. Longtime Beast fan here. I just wanted to know how your week has been going. I mean, it's good. I worked quite a bit. I actually worked less than I did normally, like I have been in the past, but I mean, it was okay. I'll take it. I worked, I think, 52 hours, which is 3 hours less than I worked the week before. So, you know, we're getting there. Here's the thing. I don't actually mind working that much. It gets to me stress-wise, so I don't perform the best at work. It gets to my attitude and mood. But it's a man lot. It's an absolute Chad right now. Wow, look how OP this skill is. It gives you 20% air resistance. So, of the 5 damage types, actually, sorry, of the 6 damage types, you get a what is that? A 5th resistance to 1 damage type. That's pretty good. That's like really good, bro. I think that's meta right there. So in the less than 20% chance that you're attacked with air damage, it does a 5th less to you. That's pretty good. It's really good. Now, alternatively, you could increase your health by 20%. And you get 20% damage reduction to everything. It's not exactly how that works, but close enough. Not as meta as Texture Life builds. I know, right? Wow, I'll remember that from my tank class. Was anyone here when we played, what was it, Kalvinka's balance mod? Where we had, what was it? We literally had, I think it was like 99% or 100% resistance to everything on our dwarf. It was insane. Because he had like buffed how resistances worked and added like more buffs that increase your resistance. So we just stacked resistances. And the thing is, because resistances in this game are percentage based, if you can get them to like 90 or 100%, it was stupid. Like, if you're 90%, you're taking a 10th of the damage. And basically the closer you get to 100%, the more effective it gets. Now let me explain that. So if I get 5% resistance right now, I'm only reducing damage by 5%. That's it, right? But if I increase my resistance by 5% if I already have 90%, I'm now doubling my damage reduction. Because if you go from 90% resistance to 95% resistance, it's literally doubling the effectiveness of it. So if you can get to really high numbers, it's really stupid. That's why, like, when you play other games where they have like armor like stats or like resistance stats, they're usually like diminishing returns on like your resistance, like the bonuses you get. But in this game, no, it's linear. So with linear systems, at low amounts, they're useless, and at really high amounts, they're completely broken. There's no actual balance at all. Okay, we probably should have gotten a fire one. I mean, a poison one, but that's fine. It was really hilarious. Just like literally, we had an immune tank, literally immune to everything, and also in that mod, tanking was the best DPS because it was the best way to deal damage with reactive armor and bouncing shield. What does AC fall under? What do you mean? Yeah, AC is linear, right? And the thing is with AC, you reach a threshold where you become immune, except for crits. You always have a 5% chance to always get hit, right? Because you can get crit against. I don't know if that works that way. Does it work that way in 5e? If you get crit on, but you still have high enough AC, do you still get missed? So I know in Pathfinder you get hit no matter what if you're crit on. But yeah, basically, like with AC, you reach a certain number, you're literally immune. The balance mod run? No. We played that a long time ago though. But I did stream it. I don't have a VOD though, unfortunately. Yeah, but I remember playing with that balance mod I made, and the thing is, like, the point is to buff magic, don't get me wrong, but I literally had, like, buffed bleed fire, I buffed, I cannot remember spell names anymore. The, Epidemic of Fire, I buffed Epidemic of Fire, and it was so good that I one-shot the Harbinger of Doom with a Fire Mage. It was great. Can I hit you, please? Please? The enemies will attack all other party members first. Interesting. It's reverse tanking. You become so tanky they don't attack you. So dumb. Long-time balanced gameplay fan here. Wanted to know if you have any tips for from your limited BG3 gameplay. Well, I think what you do is you do Alt F4 and then you reinstall DOS 2, at least for now. That's my advice. Yeah, I mean, also from what my experience and what I've seen is that just chugging potions does work. So if you're trying to survive solo or something, you just chug potions, as long as you don't get, like, stunned. Or, like, hold person or anything. Okay. Hello? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, they have lots of problems balancing games, don't they? That's for sure. Poison blocked by magic armor. Has 0 magic armor. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I hate when you get someone's down to exactly 0 armor. It still doesn't apply effects. At least when it comes to surfaces. Yeah, CC meta and DOS 1. Okay. Time to leave. I sent my dissertation for committee review last Friday. So how long have you been in school? Is that you have a 4-year degree? Is that what you're doing? For you, well, objectively, the most powerful class in the game, besides like memeing with Barrelmancer, is Necromancer. There's literally nothing better, objectively, than Necromancer in this game, unless you're literally considering things like Barrelmancer. And even past mid-game, I would still consider Necromancer better than Barrelmancer. Like, I'm not joking. Like, literally, you can kill enemies with less AP with a Necromancer than a Barrelmancer, like, past mid-game. If you go, like, a few streams back, we played Barrelmancer through, like, Act 1. And, like, it was... we beat Act 1 in, like, what? Like, an hour and a half? Like, we beat Act 1 in less time than it took to download, BG3. Like... yeah, you do need Source for Necro, so... yeah, not robust game mechanics wise. That's fair. Yeah, you need Source, so you know it's super balanced. You know, they put heavy restrictions in it, like the infinite resource that is Source. It makes it way harder to play Necromancer. Like you have to go and spend like a good 10 seconds to go refill your Source after combat. It's really time consuming. It really discourages players from using Necro because you know it's just a high cost to playing the class. So. Necromancer is good because it does absolutely stupid amounts of damage. Like, you think Ranger does damage? Nah, fam. Is a d20 roll for an attack? Is a 20 the attack hits regardless of any mod? Okay, so you always have a 5% chance to be hit, basically. Interesting. It's good to know. At least 2 dozen times. I should have counted, but it's at least 2 dozen times. Now your English is fine. I understood what you meant. You don't even need to crit with a Necromancer. You could play an entire game without Savage Sortilege and still just stomp on everything. You don't need crit. Like... literally, when I'm playing a Necromancer mid-game, I pick Elemental Affinity before crit because, like, you don't need the extra damage. Can you please go away, Fire? Thank you. It's like you get faster for using heavier armor, I know, right? Well, I think it's basically you think about like how hard it is to land an effective attack. I mean, like even in real life, if someone was wearing plate armor and you had a sword, you literally would hit them with the pommel of the sword because you couldn't hurt them. So I mean, by that logic, of course, like heavier armor would technically make you harder to be dealt damage to.
That's a lot of damage.
Goes for AP instead of damage because AP equals damage. Am I right? Also, fans, Deadlock, I think Deadstock. I don't know how to say that name, but I appreciate the follow. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Also, Lagonger, I think I missed yours as well. I appreciate the follow. Hello? Hello?
You can walk. Get yourself up the
Oh, she's still alive. Forgot to kill her.
Find Woken.
Don't worry, it's balanced because you need a corpse. Okay. Clearly. DOS 2 is a perfectly balanced game. Perfectly balanced. Yeah, I mean that too. But that's also like, I mean, I kind of I had fun watching some like medieval swordsmanship channels. And they talk about how, like, yeah, you can use the daggers and stuff. But like, if you had a sword and that was what you had, you literally would hold the sword with your hands, like the blade of the sword with your hands, and hit them with the pommel to do bludgeoning damage. Quite literally. Zenbreed, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It's even dumber because they use the dodge animation. I know, right? They should literally have the character not move or like raise a shield or something and like it chink off their armor. Like bounce off their armor. That would make more sense. You're right, Ashen. Okay, his channel's good, okay? He's got good content. Hey DOS2 gamers, what's up Solik? How's it going? If I ever played a drinking game where I drank every time I heard balanced in the stream, I need my stomach pumped in an hour. They put the ship from DOS2 into BG3? Dude, I know, right?
That's
Wow,
a lot
it's
of
a deal.
damage.
You can do better than that. Luca and Kuro, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Like his video, like Shadowversity's video. His name's hard to say. But like his one of his videos where it's like how to kill a movie sword fighter. It's just like stick your sword out as far as you can and stab them because they're doing all their flashy moves. Like literally just stab them. Like all this flash you see in like movie combat, it's stupid. All right, let's go rob this lady and then kill her.
Let's not tarry. This old tub is about to burst.
Have learned a ton. Thank you so much for all the info. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it's been helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions since you're here on a live stream. Okay. How much damage is a lot of damage? When you click the button once and the enemy dies, that's a lot of damage. It's like a YouTube channel, and he goes over like historical warfare and like swordsmanship, and yeah, all that good stuff. Fans, basically, my opinion is it could be good in the future when they have more time to work on it. Also, I forgot to rob all of them, so we lost all those resurrection scrolls. But we can kill them later. But yeah, I mean that's my opinion is that it could be a good game. Call me a nerd? Wow. Says all the people watching me on Twitch. Excuse me. Chat is great. Have you seen the Last Jedi fight scene autopsy? No, I haven't. I don't think so. This is vanilla. I always play vanilla. Unless it's like one of my own balance mods. Okay, I'm not... Tutorials, get out of here. Do I look like someone who uses tutorials? Get out of here. Where's tutorials? Hello? None. Charge $90 for an early access. It was $60, right?
We need to wait.
I'm gonna try to kill the Devourer in one hit with this build as well. AOC Premiere? What is that? Oh, you mean Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or whatever her name is? The liberal girl? Is that who you're talking about? Was she on Twitch? That's the only AOC acronym I know. Is that really who you're talking about? Is she a gamer? Are you joking? She got canceled, right? Because you're Australia? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's $60 US, which is pretty expensive. It's literally full price. She played Among Us? Oh my gosh. What a normie. Did she get canceled, though, by like all the raging Twitch viewers? I would assume so. 400,000 views? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. So she didn't get canceled. That's crazy, dude. Being canceled nowadays, I think people can't even remember who is or who isn't canceled. I know, right? Yeah, my coworkers were telling me, "Oh, you should play Among Us on stream." I'm like, I'm not a freaking normie. Get out of here. Hello, my favorite nerd. Oh, what's up, Hanako? How's it going? Manny is canceled. Can you even remember if I was canceled? It's a effing party game, and people take it so seriously. Yeah, it's just like what?
Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn.
Can I hit both, please? Got him. Manny, you're canceled for not doing a con run. We're doing a tank run right now, sort of. Elena are you joking? The heck?
I thought these bloody
They were
cars
playing with
supposed to keep
Pokemon?
us
What
to
the
bay.
That sounds like a absolutely ridiculous stream.
Hidden by a void woken. I wonder in which order.
Okay, so we're gonna do thievery. Let's go and do scoundrel right now. I'll have to watch it later. Did I hate it? No. Do I think it's good to play right now? No.
The screw.
Jacksepticeye? Are you joking? That's probably why they got so many views, because they were getting boosted by a bunch of Twitch people. Oh yeah, it's a complete joke. We have a okay. I'm not gonna talk about political opinions on a DOS stream. But yeah, I will agree. It's like an absolute clusterfuck right now. Can idea of a build Pyrogeo? Yeah, we're playing a Pyrogeo Lizard right now with a splash of arrow probably. Clown World, I know, right? In a corrupted third world country?
Black cat.
Yeah, I know, right?
Some would see this as an omen.
It's kind of rough when someone looking in from a third world country is like, wow, looks like chaos. Okay.
What's this? Let's hope this is worth the digging.
I don't get it. A socialist coming to stream on Twitch, by definition, capitalist company. Look, I don't disagree with your logic one bit. Kinda sus, am I right? Uses a capitalist platform? What? Would you like to explain that to me? Alright. Let's go over here and go ahead and trade all this stuff away, and then we'll come back and do the rest over here. Ah, yeah, she's pretty socialist. I don't think she's as like socialist as like Bernie Sanders, but she's pretty close, I think, based on what I know about her. The death is the best CC. Yeah, I mean, close enough. Yeah. It is not actually the reason we have an armor damage meta. It is a contributor to that, but I don't think it's the reason. I think it a lot of the mechanics in this game reinforce the damage meta. But the damage meta doesn't exist just because of armor. It's a politician? I think she's less of a politician than like most people in government. I don't think she's very she doesn't think through things very well, I don't think. Let's just put it that way. But at least she seems like she's like personally convinced and convicted by what she's trying to accomplish, which I can respect. Regardless of whether she's right or wrong.
The thug freezes in fear.
Yeah, but like democratic socialist versus socialist, I mean, the same difference.
No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
The elf.
Follow me. There is.
Your resistance rebalance mod? Oh, it's just yeah, we're gonna get, yeah. I mean, if you put it that way, yeah, we're getting shafted all game. That's what you're asking. Okay.
Amidst a crowd
Okay, so let's
screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is
let's go ahead and
manipulating a glove-like contraption
save there.
fitted with 5
We
long
want
metal
a
screws. She doesn't look up as you
what kind of
approach.
ring do we want? Geo is good. Probably the best ring we get right now is a Geo ring. Oh my god, what's this trash? Was she talking about voting on the stream? I mean, that's kind of cool. I'm sure she was promoting not Bernie, Biden, but that's fine. Getting people to vote is good.
Amidst a crowd of screws,
Says the guy
bolts,
who's not
and
voting.
scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating
Oh
a
my
glove-like
God.
contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
What's up, Pressure? How's it going? Okay, let's do that. She was just saying make a voting plan, like telling viewers to have a voting plan. Give a website. Can I give you a controversial opinion? I try to avoid controversial opinions on like the DOS and like main game streams. That's where the majority of my viewers are. Like if you want to ask me my opinion on something, you can join like one of the Minecraft streams. Because I know like only like my core viewers are there. And I'll get like 1 or 2 angry comments on YouTube about people who are like, how dare you have an opinion that does not perfectly align with mine. But yeah, I try to avoid having an opinion on the bigger streams. I mean, you can ask me a question about like my favorite pizza topping. I'll answer that. But beyond that, probably not a good idea. Opinion on Minecraft cave update. I heard it's happening. I have no idea what's actually going into it. So that's my answer to that. Is I can't have an opinion on that because I don't know the context or what's actually happening. Let's do this. She probably doesn't have enough money, honestly. Okay. Right? Yeah, she's broke. Don't need that. I need that. Okay, actually, she doesn't have enough. Wow, okay. The crafting system, I think it's almost entirely pointless. Like, as someone who has played this game a million times, and knows what's good and what's bad, there are only roughly like a dozen things worth crafting. They are caves? Wow, thanks username for the clarification. The only thing I would want on a Minecraft trailer is a world generation update that fixes mountains. I want the custom generation back, because I had a custom like script I had like made, which is basically like halfway between amplified and normal, so you get like cool interesting formations without having like crippling landscape that makes it hard to do anything. It was really great. You get like cool floating islands, some good hills, but it wasn't like you're climbing 100 blocks in the air just to do anything. Wireless redstone. The 5 of November, need someone like shake the ground and wake people up. Do you accelerate on yellow traffic signal or stop? I bought a new car with a V6, so my my answer to that is accelerate. Oh my gosh. Probably shouldn't say that, but it's too late. Alright. Let's go ahead and do memory, I guess. Terraforged? Nice. Well, I don't like installing mods because they just stop working. If you can make it always accelerate. Well, that's just it. Bought a new car. I can make it. So yes, I always accelerate now. I learned the hard way like a couple days ago. It was like rainy, and I have the habit now of turning off traction control because my car is rear-wheel drive now, and that did not go so well because it was rainy. I turned my car 100% sideways. It was terrible. But it's fun though. I didn't hit anyone, so. Why did Minecraft is meh? How dare I? Talked to you for weeks now? Okay. I mean, if you have a question or anything, feel free to ask. You did get a new bumper, and insurance covered it, so it only cost me $500. Well, my opinion, as Matus, is that it could be good in the future. And so for now, we're just going to play not BG2, DOS 2, because this game is good. So why burn ourselves out on a game that's not quite good yet? We can play a good game instead. Alright, kid, come back so I can rob you.
1, 2, long dead of the crew. 3, 4, pretty shells on the shore.
I'm sorry, but this isn't Hide Your Arrow. Something must be wrong. Good lord. Oh, you missed me playing Minecraft? Yeah, so you can't ask any political questions. Oh my gosh. This guy here. What is it, like 57 million, or I'm sure it's like 60 million now, like voted early? That's pretty cool. Choose Sabil. Oh, we're playing solo, so should try DOS one. We have in the past.
Wonder where this
Yeah, I've seen him solo BG3. That's most of the content I've watched so far. Where did Bedroll go? Wow, low moral standards? What? Is he gonna kill me? Oh no, we're good. Cave update looks lit. Yeah, just infinitely resting in BG3. Are you talking about the silent monk in the basement? Yeah, if you have the scholar tag, you can offer to help her, and then you can heal her, and then basically get some XP for the quest. That's it. That's why I always pick scholar. Is there's a couple quests that require scholar. I think they've removed most of them and made it where you can do it with anybody, but at least it used to be. You had to have scholar for like half of the like side quests. Love putting games in my on possible difficulty levels, just like ARPGs on hardcore. Can do solo tactician, all of them. Hide your arrow and summoner. Okay, so if you have watched my content and have concluded that those are the best classes to play solo with, that is exactly wrong, because those are the worst classes to play solo with. Technically, summoner is possibly the safest one to play solo on, but it is not the best. The best classes in order for solo are Necro, Ranger, Knight, and Rogue. And if you skip from that, you can argue how, if you're good at it, Geo-Pyro-Mage, what we're playing right now, is better than like a Rogue, probably. So somewhere in there. So I'd say those are the best 5. So Necro, Ranger, Knight, Rogue, and Pyro-Geo-Mage.
She looks up at you as if to answer.
Because you're a master. Master sent us here. Gee, you don't sound like...
Small kid. This kid's naughty. He has lockpicks and like what is this? Disarming kit? What is this? Oh, okay, yes, technically Necromancer, but we're not including that as a real class. I don't think it requires a scholar anymore. It used to, but then like I did it with like a non-scholar character at some point. Okay. I need that. Okay. Infinity. Okay, cool.
What's happening to these turtles then? They're transforming.
I mean, yeah, but like, let me be clear. I do not make decisions about like or assessments of how good something is based on level 16 spells. That's a bad practice to say like, oh, this is good because it has pyroclastic eruption. Like, that's not a good thing at all. Like, something's good because it's powerful all game. Like, Necro isn't good just because it gets Grasp of the Starved at like level 12. It's good because it has Corpse Explosion at level 1, Grasp at level 12. It could be even earlier for Grasp if you want it to. Bloodstorm at level 16. Basically just great spells all game. And it's not determined just by like how good it is. Like, for a very specific period of time. Pyro-Geo is good because you have fire traps. The enemy randomizer mod with a non-meta build. Impossible to start. It's not safe to rest here. Uh-oh. Oh yes, we're spamming traps for sure. Yeah, we're not using torture or that because it's not very good. It's a good like meme strat, but it's not actually good. Oh my god, get the frick out of here. All right, this is not ideal. Okay, so 7. He's probably dead. 4 from each dot, so he's dead. Okay. So we just need to heal. And then that's fine. And we need to kill him when we're not close to him, basically. We should have already moved away. It's fine, so we need to move. Dear God. Charm Aura Scarecrows. Oh my gosh. That's a fun fight, isn't it? Favorite act? I mean... I think probably just like the Act 2, like the last half of Act 2. More like mid Act 2, I think. The beginning of Act 2 is kind of lame, but... What do you mean 62 viewers on DOS 2 WTF? It's still a good game, okay? People didn't immediately start hating this game just because like BG3 came out. I'm sure like a lot of people had the same kind of opinion about BG3, which is not perfect yet. So where's the we need a better piece of, there we go. I'll be honest with you, it's like what I said in the Discord is like if I really wanted partner, I could have just kept streaming BG3 because we were getting like 80 views literally every stream. We already hit the viewership goal. I just needed to get more hours and streams in for the month. And I could have applied for partner, but honestly I just don't care. Why do that when I can play what I enjoy? Alright, should we do this right now? I think we should wait. Let's come back here later. Someone remind me to do this later, before we leave Act 1, or at least the fort. Surface damage on the cantrips? Nice. You can watch Senti's guides. He's got some good ones for the Necromancer. Where's the... I don't know if I categorize the meta run. Because we had a meta run we did on YouTube. On Twitch. I mean, on Twitch, but it's up on YouTube. And it had a Necromancer in the party. So... Yeah, you can ask a BG3 question. I might not be able to answer it well though. Suddenly throw a fireball at himself to exploit the bug of double projection and kill me for 70 plus damage at level 3. Only DOS 2 questions allowed. DOS 3.
Quiet, child. Run now.
Only Minecraft questions. Sounds about right. Thoughts on pineapple on pizza? I don't mind. That wasn't very nice of you. Opinion on BG3 so far? It's a buggy mess, and I don't know if I'm not sure about the gameplay yet. I mean, I think obviously you take the charisma, whatever you call it, where you get the charisma bonus on your Eldritch Blast. And then, I mean, the knockback's useful, but the problem right now is it doesn't do any fall damage. So if they make it where it does fall damage, that immediately becomes meta. Because then you can just kill enemies at will, basically, just by knocking them down high levels. So for now, I think it's basically a preference for the second pick. But if they make it where it does fall damage, then it immediately becomes the best pick. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander? Look, I have literally, besides like a week of Pokemon Go, because literally everyone I knew was playing it for like a week. Like literally just a week of Pokemon Go. Other than that, I have never played a Pokemon game. Unless you count Smash Bros. Like, that's how not a Nintendo person I am. I actually like despise Nintendo. I hate their business model. Well, I'll get canceled. Haters gonna hate. What you gonna do about it, huh? Why do you hate it? It's hard to explain. I think Nintendo, as far as their business model is concerned, has a lot of similarities to Apple, and Apple is a very despicable company. Like making decisions specifically to promote their own ecosystem rather than creating a good product.
Dallas, you maniac.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal.
I mean, Reggie's a great meme. Don't get me wrong. Reggie's great. But he doesn't work there anymore.
She doesn't look up as you approach.
Okay, she's now broke. There we go. Yeah, and like Apple, I mean, just look at the iPhone 12. That's all you need to know about them. They literally cite the environment as the reason they're making some decisions with their product. But clearly the reason they're making those decisions is to make themselves more money. Oh, we're not shipping them with, like, included chargers, so it saves on shipping. So it's better for the environment. It's like, GTFO. No, it's so you can sell them separately. Like,
Leave him be. Listen, shut up, elf.
I mean, Nvidia's not bad. Nvidia is just a monopoly right now. That's the problem. They're just a monopoly in the graphics industry. I mean, any company is bad as a monopoly. I mean, look at AMD. They're already monopolizing the CPU industry. Like, give them 1 or 2 more generations. If they continue to outperform Intel, they'll just immediately lose. I mean, lose to AMD. Like, they're already losing to AMD. What I'm trying to say is, like, give AMD 1 or 2 more generations of Ryzen, and if they're still outperforming Intel, they will act just like Intel has the last 10 years. Because they're monopoly. I rock OnePlus. It's the best phone I've had. Ever. And once again, OnePlus is also one of those companies where they're great, but as soon as they become big, they get too greedy. So now they're making really expensive flagship phones. It's just that's how, I mean, it's capitalism. If you don't have good competition, then you get really greedy with how you do things. Yeah, I have a OnePlus 6T. That's what I have too. Yeah, and it's like one thing we just have to understand. If like I'm assuming like everyone understands capitalism, but like capitalism has benefits and downsides. And one of the downsides is if you get a company that has no relevant competition, then they become very horrible. Now, if they have good competition, companies are great. That's why like what they're doing a lawsuit against Google to like because they're acting like a monopoly. They basically are a monopoly. I don't know how that's going to go, but they're being sued right now. And I mean, even look at Larian. Just because they've gotten a lot of popularity of DOS 2, they're making some decisions that are definitely bad for BG3, but that's because they have more money and they want to be a AAA game, which is why you have all those cutscenes and like better graphics, and they're like, okay, none of those are inherently bad, but good games don't make those decisions. It's because they have a lot of money and they're bigger now.
And you smell of burnt hair. So, not to worry.
I haven't.
Oh my god,
Not
I
to
messed up.
worry.
Oh well, doesn't matter. Favorite games apart from DOS 2? Minecraft is one of my favorites, and then Civ 5 is one of my favorites. Terraria is good. I'm trying to think of other ones. It's hard to think about what games I like. Look at my Steam library. Yeah, those games. Borderlands 2 is great. Darkest Dungeon, one of my favorites. I still need to finish the stream run. But because they're not trying to make good games, they're making games that are boring as possible. So they will appeal to the
That's a
largest
lot of
audience
damage.
possible.
You forget
Yeah.
my name here.
This is a lizard wizard. We're playing a lizard mage who can't use invisibility. Yeah, here's the thing with games. Like, game companies need to understand when they get big, they become greedy, and they start making decisions from a business standpoint instead of a good game standpoint. And games that are successful, they're companies that make games that are good intentionally because they want to make a game that's good. And because they made a great game, it just by nature is profitable. Opinions, any investment advice? Well, that's funny you'd ask because literally as of a week ago I just started investing. So I'm not going to be one that's going to give you investment advice.
Griff glances
Just
from his
invest
blade
all
to
in on
you
Tesla.
and
That's my
back.
advice. Just put all your withdraw your entire savings account, get a $20,000 loan, put all your money into Tesla.
I guess you mean the clan, of course. Supplies. A crate of food, citrus. All I want is my Griff. Looks like everything's accounted for. That's a kid.
Borderlands 3. I think it's not very good. Just somewhat for the same reasons we've been talking about with like big game companies. And the problem is, the thing is like, what happens is when you make a game that's too good, you can't top it. So what happened is not BG3. What is it? Borderlands 2. It was so good that it became impossible to top it. Which it's quite possibly what's going to happen with BG3 when it comes to DOS 2, but smaller companies are the best companies. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I hear all the Call of Duty corporate level companies. Oh, sorry. I hear all of the Call of Duties are really all unique. Stop. They tend to listen to feedback down to the tree, down to the T rather than corporate level companies. Yeah. Why not BG3? I think it's a mess right now. It's really buggy, and I'm not sold on the gameplay as of right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do this. Oh, Bethesda. I mean, y'all want to watch some videos on stream? I'll pull up some videos. Bro, which video is the best? I think it's...
Corpses.
There's some great Bethesda videos. I mean, about like how bad Bethesda is. Project Red has a relatively nice business model. Yeah, they're probably like one of the better companies. But there's no guarantee with Cyberpunk. Fallout 76. Yeah, the Fall of 76. You guys want to watch that? It's gonna be like an hour of watching it. Like I'll keep playing the game, and then we can just watch it in the corner. I mean, if you guys are up for that, I'll do it. But we can watch that video. It's so good.
The creature.
Darling, dear.
The creature for you.
Are we doing it? Okay. So let me all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll set it up. I'm gonna put it like in the corner of the game, right? So you guys can see what's up, but it's like you can still watch the game, okay? And we're gonna do a poll just to make sure most people are still okay with it.
Yarrow girl, you've grown, you have.
All right. Is that video your new face cam? Oh my gosh. Bro, that video is just, I mean, honestly, Internet Historian, if you don't know who Internet Historian is, he is literally the best. He is amazing. His content is great. Doesn't release very often, but he's great. Wow, nice. Free DLC Witcher style. Need to walk farther away, please.
Frightfully busy.
You think you're so...
Nice. You're telling me that I'm not going to have any downloadable or like in-app purchases, in-game purchases. Okay, pawn. Owned it for years and not played it. I mean, it's a good game. It's a little rated R, but it's fine. Okay, so we're level 3. Get another ring. Okay, let's see the poll. How's it going? Results. 12 votes, yes. I feel like it's still a lot of no's. I don't know if I want to ruin the stream with a video on the side.
Don't tell anyone.
Let's wait some more. If it's more overwhelmingly yes, we'll do it. I'll post the link one more time. The problem is when you learn the game, how broken it becomes. DOS games and BG so far have this appeal that when you don't have knowledge about the game, it makes it incredibly difficult and challenging to overcome. But as soon as you start to understand a little, it is clearly a broken game. Yes, that's literally my experience. It was like 2 full runs of not quite understanding what to do. But then as soon as I understood like how important damage was, it was just like I flipped the light switch and I went from being terrible at this game to being very good at this game.
You have seen him? Tell me, where was he? And you're...
She inspects the ring.
This...
BG3 in the poll? No, we're not playing the game. Get out of here. Yeah, we have about 29% people don't want us to watch it on stream. After the first few free DLCs, I'm like releasing, as long as it's just like some big DLCs. Like there are games I literally have not played just because of the DLC. Like what is it? City Skylines has like $100 of DLC, and I have no way of deciding which ones are actually important. It's ridiculous.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is
By
manipulating a
Crow
godlike
Croby
contraption
Cat.
fitted with 5 long
JK is
metal
20
screws.
minutes. Oh my gosh.
She doesn't look up as you approach.
I mean, the Fall of 76 is just, it's really hard to pass that video up, let's be honest. We're gonna grab Pyro, I think. Sims 4. DLC for DLC. It's like DLC with DLC requirements. You can't use certain DLC if you don't have other DLC. I mean, all the Sims, yeah, game. I mean, isn't City Skylines another Sims game, basically? Let's see, how long is the Fall of 76? Alright, let's see how long the video is. It's like almost an hour, I think. Okay, the Fall of 76 is... Okay, it's 26 minutes. That's a long video. Man, alright. Warfare, get out of here. Bro, you have to like have a side job, just like a part-time job just to pay for Sims DLC. Oh, he's not, doesn't upload anymore? Oof. That's rough, man. The best internet historian content was the... Yeah, I haven't watched any of his live streams. Nice, the Old Republic. Alright, so let's do this. Let me do window. Okay, window, okay, sorry. Display capture. There we go. Oop. It's the game. There we go. How big should the video be on screen? I want it to be clear to watch, but like not block the game. Which is, I know it's impossible. Let's see. Is that a fine size? It's gonna be...
Dallas, you maniac.
Right there? Is that fine? Or is that in the way too much? Move chat. Okay, let's put it here and then move chat up, I think, right? Restream chat, move this. DMCA? What do you mean? Alright, so let's do... So I can get this set up. Not yet. Relax, game. Alright. Watching your videos on YouTube for a while now. Honored to see a live broadcast. Well, you're about to see a live broadcast and a group watching of the Internet Historian on YouTube, who is excellent, by the way. So playing video games, but that won't get you to sex like Minecraft. Oh my gosh. Alright, we have to turn off music in the game, though, to do this. Alright. Hour-long review with the bug compilation. Oof. Alright. Okay, let me look at the poll. Okay. 73% want us to do this on stream, so we're going to take the, it's a democracy now on the stream, okay? So we're deciding that we're going to watch this video on stream. For those of you who don't know the context, this video is about Fallout 76. It's by Internet Historian. He's the best YouTuber ever. He's great, by the way. He's amazing. Alright. This video is 26 minutes long. I understand if you guys don't want to stay. DMCA emails because they played songs on older streams. Really? Okay, I haven't gotten an email. I can check. Let me check my email. I've streamed a couple times with like copyrighted music and like just assumed that I was just not gonna get any. I mean, I wasn't gonna get like copyright striked. I would just get like copyright claims, which I don't really care about. Yeah, I haven't gotten a video, an email. I don't think. DMCA. I get the copyright claims on YouTube. I haven't gotten anything about old streams. They just mute the, yeah, they mute the audio. All right, we're gonna watch this video. It should be good. All right. This video is great. Let me know if the audio is a good level. Let me know if it's too small on stream, too big on stream.
If you found this tape, it means that everyone is dead. Or working at a different office. How did this happen? Well, I'll tell you.
Wow, channel takedowns, bro.
Today's lesson is the misfired launch of Fallout 76.
9 years worth of content, rough.
June 2018. It began with everyone getting just a little hyped up.
Have we waited long enough, guys?
Oh God, yes we have, Todd.
I think we have.
Fallout 76, Bethesda's biggest game yet. My God, it was exciting. And they promised we'd know more at E3. E3 hype time. The press conference. 16 times the detail.
16 times the detail. There's all new rendering, lighting, and landscape technology.
4 times the map
It is
size.
4 times the size of Fallout 4.
I remember watching that stream for E3, and I was laughing because I could not believe the lies. It was so bad.
November 14th,
4 times the detail, guys.
2018. The game goes live with a day 1 patch of 50 gigabytes.
For fuck's sake. I'll see you tomorrow.
But once that's downloaded, people start logging into the hellscape that is Fallout 76. And oh dear lord, they never fix the bugs. And there are so many of them. Goodbye world, goodbye necks,
I don't own
goodbye
76.
body, goodbye heads, bugs, bugs, bugs everywhere. Server crashes, game crashes, old bugs imported from Fallout 4. Use more than one nuke at a time, server's dead. Text is far too texturous, an all-consuming void. Error log 307. Can't pick up stuff.
Awkward
can't
silence
stop
after mobile
inserting
Skyrim was
comments
announced.
with a T-pose, frame rate problems, screen tear problems, getting too swole, getting underneath the map, getting attacked by invisible enemies, spawning too many enemies, spawning too many god rays. Also, your camp resets after every session, and sometimes it goes underwater. Holotapes randomly play static, but too many holotapes mean none of them will play. Enemy AI is far more A than I. Animations are broken. Surprise! Floating objects and a traveling merchant. Just to name a few. Joseph Anson has a great video that documents just the ones that he found personally. That video is 3 hours long. But it gets worse. Error CE348780 can corrupt your data and force you to reinstall the game and console operating system. A few PC players had their computers brick entirely. Also, when the date rolled over to the 1st of January 2019, the nukes in the game stopped working altogether. No one thought it prudent to program in other years in an always online game. And a few players were straight up logging into other people's accounts. This guy had a level 78 character that was randomly
Buy it for
replaced
me.
with a
I
level
play
8
exclusively
character.
for 200 hours.
But
You could not
said
pay
they
me
couldn't
enough.
do anything about it. And many players are not thrilled with this game, and they want Bethesda to know that. And they want everyone else to know that too. But Bethesda owns the platform. Is Fallout 76 fun?
Yes, it is. Banned for racism. Thread locked.
They had no direct outlet for their rage. The only solution was to put a torch to everything else. Reddit, Twitter, Bethesda's other games on Steam. The backlash was immense. But surely level heads would prevail. The reviewers would come out and say that the game isn't so bad. Oh dear lord, they hate it. This is so sad. Despacito.
You know how hard it is
play
to get
Country
like
Roads.
PC Gamer and like other like IGN to give you a bad rating on a video game? It's almost impossible.
Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River.
And the YouTube community had this to say.
It's really fucking boring.
Could barely bring myself to play it in order to finish this review.
No one on staff wants to play
Anime?
any
I've
more
only
of this
watched
video
One
game.
Punch Man,
I'm not
that's
going to subject myself to another 20, 30 hours of this fucking mess.
In short, Fallout 76 is morally, technically, and creatively bankrupt.
The mods on Bethesda forums were working overtime. The mods on Reddit almost gave up. Look, I'm not saying that some people didn't enjoy and have fun with this game. But what I am saying is that the Metacritic was really funny to read. So what happened? Well, it came out that development was hugely rushed. The deadlines were tight. Too tight. Plus, this wasn't Bethesda's A-team. It's actually a relatively inexperienced division based in Austin, and the scope of the game kept getting bigger.
We're gonna need
Yes,
distant weather
Belgian is.
systems.
Hey Todd, I stayed up all night and I just
We're
finished.
gonna need 16 times.
That's a lot of damage.
Please, Todd, no more.
We're gonna need 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
That, and they were trying to patchwork the old Bethesda creation engine into a multiplayer framework.
You never upgrade your
What else
engine
could
ever,
you
just leave it the
expect?
same.
That's why I
Also,
give
thanks for
my
the follow. I
kids
can't see the name right now
Fallout
because the
76.
video is over my stream mode. That's it.
Now, Bethesda could tolerate the bugs and the bad reviews and the irate players, but what they couldn't tolerate were the exploits. Infinite inventory, infinite invisibility. The frame rate was tied to the game speed, so people were going a lot faster than they should. Server hopping for more items, infinite cache and infinite duplication, unlimited XP, unlimited new
Tsushima? I don't even know what that is.
photos were unencrypted and you could wall clip into
I
the
guess it's a
quest
little
room.
inappropriate anime
And
game.
someone was given the curse of infinite invincibility. Naturally, this can really mess with other players' online experience. So Bethesda was ready, with the ban hammer,
This just
and a blindfold to wildly flail around and take down anyone who happened by. But Bethesda wasn't satisfied with just banning people. No, they're a progressive company with big ideas. They wanted to give a road to redemption. So support sent out this email to players caught cheating. We would be willing to accept an essay on why the use of third-party cheat software is detrimental to an online game community. That's right, 500 words on why you're a very naughty boy, and they may just give you your account back.
Thank you for...
But a couple of days later, the mocking from news outlets caused them to reconsider this approach.
I do not have much...
One more exploit. In all the Bethesda
really?
games, there's a dev room. Every
I'll look
item
at
in
that
the
game
game
then.
is kept here. Security has to be top-notch, because otherwise, someone could just waltz in and take all of the best items of the game, and it would be an absolute disaster. Well, shit. Of course, Bethesda wasn't equipped to deal with the issue. People started flooding in, taking the best items in the game, then selling those items on a black market of sorts. At first, they tried the usual approach, banning people who had some of the best items in the game. You spent 700 hours just to get the best gun? Die, cheater! Next, they put in a system where players would get tagged if they ever entered the room, and they banned those players. That wasn't much better because people would just start using Smurf accounts. Get in quick with a level 1 account. Get all that good shit. Then get the fuck out. Then use a duplication glitch
I'm
to
so
get a
glad I
ton
didn't
more
buy
of those
Fallout.
items. Then transfer that stuff to your main account, and you're good to go. Bethesda then takes out this level 1 and calls it mission accomplished. and you've just beaten the game. So the problem continued. Bethesda is running out of ideas to solve it. There's a lot of speculation in the media and among players about how exactly people are getting in, but no one except for the exploiters knows for sure. That said, Bethesda needs to act fast before it ruins the economy of the game. So they wrote another email and sent it out to the Smurfs. Hello, Cheetah. Do you want to tell us how you did it, and we might unban you, please? Should we not hear back from you, the account will simply remain suspended. It's not known whether this approach worked, but from what I've seen, it's still possible to get into the dev room.
Nice and slow.
November 22nd, 2018. Just a week after the release, the game goes on discount. From $60 to $40, to $35, to $30. You can find it for $15 on eBay, and in Germany they're straight up giving it for free when you buy a PlayStation controller. Also, some stores are just zip tying it to other products. But to Bethesda, it's worth selling the thing at a price close to zero, because it brings people into the atomic shop, which is where the real margins are, and it inflates the poor sales figures. Let's have a look at those. The latest figures show 76 sold less than a sixth of what Fallout 4 did. Not good. There's also been a massive oversupply of hard copies. Although what's the point of a hard copy when the thing is just a cardboard disc telling you to redeem an online code? And while sales are low, returns are high. Immediately upon release, people began asking Bethesda for a refund. 76 is not on Steam, it's on Bethesda's own platform, so they have all the control. If players only played the game for a few hours, then generally they'd get their money back. However, it came out that people were sometimes getting refunds after a full 24 hours of play. Quite generous, but then word about this spread to forums. Then to Reddit, and a post got 12,500 upvotes informing people that this made pretty much everyone eligible for a refund, and the comments told them exactly how to do it. Bethesda was flooded with requests for refunds. And their response? Shut it down, lads. No one gets a refund now. Everyone go home. Show's over. Robot customer service man, engage.
Customers who have downloaded the game are not eligible for a refund. We apologize for the inconvenience.
A few things followed. First, people got mad. One hardcore gamer even trashed a GameStop for refusing his refund.
Bro, that guy probably got arrested for that. Can I get a refund from you? He didn't buy it from me.
Bit of an overreaction, but probably also fake. Second, the media. And third, a class action lawsuit. Their inconsistent refund policy and terms of service may not be strictly legal. November 27th, 2018. Miglatio Rathod LLP filed a class action suit on behalf of customers. Media quickly picked up on that. Their main argument is that it's a sometimes unplayable game owing to its technical problems, then they're refusing refunds, and that Bethesda is engaged in a strategy to release it anyway, and then slowly patch their way into a more playable state. Updates on this lawsuit are slow, so I'll keep you informed.
All the time watching your streams? Okay.
Ad time.
Look, there's a meteor headed straight to Earth. Oh my god. We must do something. Was anyone curious enough to read about it online? Not me. Not me either. Nope. Oh no! Now people think I'm dumb and I have died a virgin.
Don't let this happen to you. Get Curiosity Street. It's a streaming platform with some of the best documentaries and
honestly,
non-fiction from around the world. Partial nudity.
Internet Historian has some good ads.
Enough, but more importantly, the most arousing thing of all.
Oh my god.
Knowledge. Works for your Roku, Android, etc., etc. It works on everything, okay? Science, nature, history, tech, society.
You want sarcasm around me in Fortnite.
Internet Historian for unlimited access to the world's free top documentaries and non-fiction series.
Alright.
Use the promo code Internet Historian during the sign-up process to get the first 30 days free, then cancel any time. Wink. Please, look, I need sponsors. I bought a lifetime supply of toilet paper thinking I was saving money, but then I left it out in the rain and the crows got it, and now I'm back to square
Manny
one.
dead?
Please.
What? Not dead.
CuriosityStream.com/internet story. Ads over. Let's rewind a little bit. Fallout fans made their pre-orders, and the most dedicated pre-ordered the Power Armor Edition. Wow. It came with a helmet, box, map, army toys, and a genuine West Tech canvas bag. Fast forward to the release, and customers noticed that their precious bags, which are supposed to be made of the finest canvas in the land, look a bit different. In fact, it looks like a carry bag the real bag should come in. Did they really just advertise one thing and deliver another? You can't do that. So there was a surge of backlash, and people began emailing Bethesda, asking for refunds, asking for answers. By this point, customer service is absolutely over it. They are done with the facade, and they send this email in response.
Hello. We are sorry that you aren't happy with the bag. The bag shown in the media was a prototype and was too expensive to make. We aren't planning on doing anything about it.
That's a lot of damage!
That's the whole email. Staff at Bethesda aren't even hiding their contempt anymore.
They're not even trying.
Naturally, the internet goes wild.
Is that the real Wizard?
Wow. Wow. Well, I got so mad, I shaved everything off my face.
Okay guys, this is a bit of a PR night. We have to quell the outrage. What do we do? Well, we've got this in-game currency. Let's just give them the minimum amount of that. Fantastic idea. Hear ye, hear ye. Anyone who paid $200 to $300 for the Power Armor Edition is hereby entitled to $5 worth of in-game currency that you'll be able to spend with us. 500 atoms? Fuck yeah! What are you gonna do with your atoms? I'm gonna buy 5/18 of the white paint version of the Power Armor. Whoa! What about you? Light wood laminate, light wood laminate, light wood laminate. Fuck the bag! He's right! Fuck the bag! Light wood laminate, light wood laminate, light wood laminate.
Shave all your hair because of BG3? I know I didn't.
Of course, this was Bethesda's fantasy of what would happen. What really happened is further outrage, and even the media started piling on.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
It even became part of that class action lawsuit from earlier. Bethesda put out a tweet apologizing for their curt customer service and gave a different excuse for why they didn't make the bags. A shortage of material, apparently. That was quickly debunked. Because it turns out they did make the canvas bag, except they gave them all out to influencers. Oh dear. It's not the same one, of course, but it's sourced from that ever-scarce material, canvas. But what's more amusing is that it turns out there is a canvas bag in the game. If you don the postman's outfit, which of course can be found at the Atom Shop.
Oh dear God.
For 700 atoms. Ooh, just short. Well, the bleating from the online community continued, and Bethesda's lawyers realized there would be trouble, so they decided to capitulate. Alright, fine. We'll make your precious fucking bag. If you want to claim it, you'll have to fill out this form with your name, personal details, address, etc., etc. And we'll ship out the bag to you in 4 to 6 months. But it doesn't quite end there. Because Bethesda is known for bugs, and of course their website is
Don't worry, we have
bug mess
106
too. Turns out all of the customer support inquiries are unsecure and open to the public. In fact, people can open and close and change them at will. Listed are details of full legal names, phone numbers, home addresses, and more. If you've requested your canvas bag, you've just been doxxed. Not knowing how to immediately fix the problem, Bethesda panics and temporarily shuts down the whole website. And that is the tale of the duffel kerfuffle. How could this have been so difficult? They made one for New Vegas. One last piece of merch, a rum drink. Nuka-Cola Dark. Pre-orders available in September. Shipped out on November 14th. $80 plus postage and handling.
That's absolutely nuts.
Not cheap. But in return, you got a very cool bootle.
DOS 3,
Looks
Shitty
good
Forgotten
on the
Realms
shelf.
reskin.
A great conversation piece.
Strong
for
opinion you
family
got
over
there.
Thanksgiving. Or at least it would have been. November 14th came and went, and there was no rum. Okay. A week later, on November 21st, an email comes through. There's a delay. Things aren't up to the usual Fallout standard, they say. The usual Fallout standard?
Usual Fallout standard? what I mean. Alright, this is rough.
just works. Things aren't up to the usual Fallout standard. So we'll have it for you soon. No specific date given.
1 week later.
Nothing. Then on December 5th, another email. Good news.
Is that still
We
around,
start
Twitch Plays
shipping
Pokemon?
on December 12th. It's been nearly 3 months since you pre-ordered, but as a show of good faith, we made this promotional video for you. And this is where things went from tardy to retardy. Right there. Did you catch that? That's just a regular industry bottle and a plastic shell.
I forgot about this.
We paid $80
Such a
and
meme.
waited a quarter of a year for a plastic shell? People were not happy.
It's just a joke,
That
bro.
ratio.
My
Nothing
gosh.
in the marketing said that it was a plastic shell. Super premium, we were promised. And the media agreed. People began
should
cancelling
be-
their orders.
Should be
Silver
okay,
Screen tries
right?
to convince people that it's not cheap and shitty.
Yes, why not?
It actually cost us twice as much to make the plastic one than the glass one. Then what the fuck? We spent 100 hours coding the design.
Yeah, I think it was
Convincing
24/7, right? Twitch Plays
so it
Pokemon?
arrives just a few days before Christmas. The rum is about the quality you'd expect.
Can I swear on this? It's my own show. Ah.
Worse is the design. The oversized lip means liquid can pour inside the shell.
Hard to pour because
Oh, I'm not in any trouble. I
how
don't
they
think
made this damn thing.
we only use one consumable.
Spilled like half the
Like
shot.
one good consumable.
Very dribbly.
So you're best off opening the whole thing up to prevent spilling. If you do that, there's a good chance that you'll snap the flimsy plastic. Any liquid will immediately ruin this cheap paper sticker. Some made their own at home and the quality was about on par. But look, if you do want a decent version of this product, there are reputable sellers of them. They're on Etsy. They're far cheaper and they actually give a shit. Not gonna lie though, some of the memes that came out of this were pretty good. Now, many claim that this was an honest mistake.
Sorry.
Or that customers were at fault for misinterpreting ambiguous marketing. I disagree. All of the marketing shows other glass items. All of the mock-ups show something more akin to frosted glass than plastic. They give plenty of descriptions of the product too, and not once do they mention plastic. And they were engaged in a bunch of other tomfuckery as well. Before the product was even available, they flooded their own product reviews with a bunch of 5 stars. This raised some eyebrows, and people on Reddit even called them out for it, so they deleted them. You can see all this activity on the Wayback Machine.
My god.
Now, if they're happy to deceive people in this way, it seems silly to give them the benefit of the doubt about
Writing
the
their own
glass.
reviews.
Never hurts to get your claws.
It's also worth quickly talking about the Bethesda merch store. Some of these items are pretty neat. That's cool. Good idea. I'd have that. Fallout 76 pant. Singular. But why is he so
Singular
mad?
pant.
The photography is all just slightly off. This gaudy jacket was
Photoshop.
mocked relentlessly on social media. But does the 76 in $276 really make it more immersive? And why did they just toss it on the ground? And it comes in this crumpled up toddler body bag. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in merch and you don't have an eye on? Why is she wearing the size XXL? She's clearly not happy about it. But who looked at this and said, good job, print? Now that's surprising. And what the fuck? They made the bottle properly. Yeah, one of those please, but bigger and brown. Is that so hard? Let's get back to the game. December 2018. There are 2 new patches released that caused quite a stir. First, the good. For PC, they included a number of quality of life
Merch? No,
improvements,
I've never bought
including
merch.
push to talk.
And I also will never have merch.
But it also brought in field of
There's
view
better ways you guys
sliders.
would spend your money.
Hooray! Increased stash capacity from 400 pounds to 600 pounds, and a small buff to automatic weapons. Hooray! They decreased the carry weight of bobby pins so it no longer took up 10 to 20% of people's inventory.
I got a box of bobby pins the other week that said weigh these.
There were also upgrades to the camp that allowed for easier construction, and a bunch of bug fixes. Hooray! The bag.
Change your mind?
A whole bunch of
thing is, it's not a
unannounced
trash
stealth
fire.
modes.
Like, B3 isn't a
They
trash
generally
fire.
made
It's
the
not
game
good yet.
grindy. Emo production
It may never be great, but like it's not
fusion cores
complete
ramped up
garbage.
faster. Legendary enemies spawned less frequently.
Hongar, I'll fuck you up.
And the backlash was significant because everybody knew why Bethesda was doing it. To encourage people to use the Atomic Shop. And let's talk briefly about that store. Some of the prices are outrageous. A Christmas tree for $12, a Santa outfit for $20, blue and yellow paint for $18. Oh look, $3 for the same sweater vest and slacks item imported from Fallout 4. But the biggest offense of all was the holiday emote bundle. $24 for some Christmas-themed emotes, twice the price of these games. The media agreed that these were egregious prices. But worse, they're engaged in some deceiving marketing practices too. Oh look, it's marked down half price. But it's not. It was released half price. They're artificially jacking up the price, only to then give it a fake limited time discount in order to create a sense of urgency. That's illegal. Here in Australia, at least.
Is that
in
literally
Canada,
illegal?
and
That's
in the
insane.
EU. Reddit quickly picked up on
People
this
do that
and
all the
pointed
time in
it out.
America.
Bethesda reacted
Yeah,
by
you
scrapping the discount and just setting it as the always intended price.
Bro, we almost died there.
Okay, it's been about 25 minutes of whining now, so I'm just going to leave it here. I didn't even get a chance to touch on the new pay-to-win fiasco. The new camera item that lets you teleport, dwindling player numbers.
The video, it's
On
called The
flip
Fall
side,
of
they're also
76.
adding new
It's
content and improving the game over time.
historical marker of
Heck, No Man's Sky was a surprising comeback.
how 76 went.
So maybe Bethesda can do it too.
Yeah, internet historian. Great.
But for now, Todd returns to cryostasis, hiding in his bunker until the bombs of outrage stop falling, and returning only when it's time to get our hopes up once again.
Anyways, that video is fantastic. Hope you all enjoyed that. I think it's excellent. Where's the desktop? Delete that. There we go. Chat box, move it down again. Oh no, we're not. We never do Lemuel on this channel. $5 years, $40 million. Mass Effect Andromeda. My gosh. What's wrong with the BG3 part from being early access? I mean, it's just not. It's pretty bad, honestly. Gameplay is not great, really buggy, which you'd expect for early access. I mean, they have to improve the gameplay to make it worth playing. Okay. Let's go ahead and do. $69 viewers. Oh yeah. Surprised like a bunch of people didn't leave since we were watching that video. It's a great video, but I'm sure it made a lot of people less interested in the stream. I mean, if they polish up the animations in combat, honestly, the combat is pretty cool looking. I think the dodges are a little cartoony because they like dodge so fast when an enemy misses you. But okay, we're still on the surface. That's not cool. There we go. Should be good now, right? Everyone here is interested in opinions. I feel like it's very point and click. You're not interacting very much. It's I don't know. Enemies aren't very smart. Character builds aren't very interesting as of yet. And yes, it's only level 4. But dude, they do way too much damage right now. Let's go ahead and can I hit you with my wand? No? Son of a gun. You suck. Ha. Your favorite solo lizard wizard Divinity 2 stream on Twitch? Oh, nice. Opinion. Card games like Magic. Dude, I love Magic. Bro, if I can get my friends to play with me more often, I have a cube I built. I'd stream that crap. Like, seriously. Right, where's this archer? Get up. Oh, shoot. Not mean to do that. Yeah, once builds get more interesting, yeah, I think I'll play more. And okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Magic, alright? I would go to tournaments more often, except like, and here's the thing. I would regard myself as a pretty awkward person, right? Pretty nerdy, awkward person. But I feel uncomfortable with the crowd that goes and plays at Magic tournaments. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, look, I don't live in my mom's basement. Like, not everyone's like that. Don't get me wrong. Not all of them are like that. But I get that general vibe when I go to a Magic tournament at my local card store. Like, a normie? Okay, you know what? I'd rather be considered a normie than be considered one of those people who, like, has never been outside the house except for Magic tournaments. And doesn't know how to have any conversation besides talking about that card game. Oh my god. But yeah, the game's great. Don't get me wrong. Magic the Gathering is fantastic. Yeah, honestly, I really actually do like real time. That's why I like Pillars of Eternity. If I can get Pillars of Eternity to run better, I might play it again. It's just like no one watches it. Dunk on you, bro? What? Not dunking on you. Gotta go to anime, but I feel shame when I go to anime conventions. Ooh. I mean, yeah, if I could get like 4 or 5 of my friends to be willing to play the cube more often. Part of it is me finding time to organize that, but I have a cube I built, a pauper cube I built for Magic. But if I could get them to play it with me pretty often, and then like find a way to stream it, I would. Okay, let's hit level 4. That's what we want to do. Let's go ahead and... How are we doing this? Let's go ahead and open the chest over here. Okay, so cube is... So here's the thing. Let me explain card formats, okay? So card formats are what developers of the card game create in order to create like different rule sets, right? So like, yes, there's different sets of cards that come out over time, and you have different rule sets you play with, basically, that restrict which cards you can use. So you have like standard format, which is like the most recent like 8 to 9 sets that come out. You have don't explain. Then you have like modern, which is I don't know, like something like the last 10 years of cards. I think if they've changed it. Basically, they have rule sets of like which cards you can use for which formats. Here's the thing: if you play the standard format, which is the most recent sets, they constantly rotate out the old sets, which encourages you to buy the new cards. So you're constantly burning money on new cards in order to continue to play that format. If you play an older format, your decks last for longer because they just keep adding new sets without removing the old sets. So technically you're off better, but you're also required to buy more expensive cards because you have cards that are like 8 years old that are $200 a piece, right? So like the decks are more expensive, but yeah, you can use them longer. And then you have drafting, which is where you buy new packs of cards and you literally like pick one pass, right? To build your deck, right? So you pick a card out of, you open a new pack of cards of 15 cards, you pick a card from the pack, and then you pass the last 14 to the next player at the table. You go in a circle like that, open 3 packs, get a bunch of cards, and you build cards from the, build the deck from the cards you selected, right? So that's drafting. It's actually fun, but the format is designed to make the money because you have to buy new cards to play it. So the fantastic part about a cube is you buy, what, like somewhere between like 300, 400 cards, sometimes more. Very specific cards that you hand select, and then you shuffle them all together, and then you create your own packs of cards, right? So you can play drafting infinitely by just reusing the same sets of cards that you've selected, and you don't have to buy new cards, right? So it's great. So It's a great way to play with people who don't have their own cards. It's a great way to play with people and have a more balanced experience. The problem with the game is, like, if someone else spends more money than you, their deck might be bigger. But with, like, a cube, it's like, okay, you have one set of cards that everyone's playing from, so it's a more even playing field. Of course, it's more difficult for people who don't know how to draft, but yeah. I can see why Commander is fun, but it's also expensive. I personally, like, what I play is, I'd play Modern. I have a Goblin deck. And then, I used to play Standard when I first started. When I first started, I was like, oh yeah, healing's the meta. And I had, like, a whole deck of just, like, Vampire, Nighthawks, and, like, lifelink characters. And I learned the hard way that just leeching life is not, is not the meta. Oh my gosh. It went poorly for me, to say the least. Nerd or normie, it's hard to tell. I like to think of myself as, like, probably 80% nerd and then, like, 20% normie. Yeah, mono red. Yeah, it's like I'm a cheapskate. I don't like burning money like that. I hate burning money. They don't have enough money, so I can't buy this stuff. Any ingredients I can buy from them? No. Okay, we'll forget it. Okay, we're level 3 right now. Where's your lifesteal now? $20 is pretty high. 20% normie. Normie in the streets, nerd on the sheets. What the hell? Alright, we're gonna go do the Sparkler Thief, and then, not Sparkler Thief, Sparkler Thugs, and then also go do Mamigo next. Keyforge? Isn't that a card game of some sort? No, I haven't played it. Hearthstone? Hearthstone is great at making the money. That's my opinion. It's literally what it is. It's a great way to make money without actually being... The game's not interesting at all. It's like literally just face bashing the entire time. Nothing interesting about it at all. It's kind of a buggy mess, and the combat's not super interesting right now. But maybe it'll get better later. That's why we're playing DOS 2 right now. I just don't like games that have like a free-to-play business model, because like, yes, of course, like other games you have to buy the game, but I'd rather just buy the game and have it and be done with it, instead of like have a system that's encouraging me to spend more money on it. It's like spending money on cards and stuff like that, especially when it's random. That's why even when you're playing Magic, you don't want to buy packs of cards. You want to go on TCG Player and you buy the exact cards you want that you know you need. You save money in the long run. Oh, hello. Are you mad at me? What? Oh, it's because it's bugged out. Okay. Mario 64? Like I said, I've never really played Nintendo games at all. I had a Wii. Okay, you want to know the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life? I sold my PS2 so I could buy a Wii. Can you believe that? I made that decision. When I was like 12 years old, I sold my PS2 and bought a Wii. So bad. Oh, sorry. Garth, on your top comment. So is that the game you were mentioning is like, they're always randomized? Man, I'd give that a go. I just feel like I don't like games that don't have progression. I mean, like, yeah, they're skill level, but there's no progression in terms of, like, deck building. But, I mean, at the same time, that might actually be better. Yeah, it's not cheap. That's why, like, I have a cube. I think the cube is the most enjoyable thing I've had, experience I've had in Magic, because I like building decks. I also like not spending all my money. So there you go. If you have a cube, you can just what you do is you go to a website and you make proxies and you print the cards. Oh, you need that $1,000 Black Lotus? No, it just costs you 2 cents of ink. You're done. I actually have a PS2 now. For now, Brez, we're done with BG3 until it gets good. As a kid, okay. What did I play as a kid? Okay, you remember the Lego Racer stream we did? That was the first game I ever remember playing was Lego Racer. Okay. We beat the whole game on stream, didn't we? I've been trying to download it. I'll play it again. I want to play it again. As long as I can get more than like 5 FPS in Lego Racer, I'd play it again. Okay, first one was Lego Racer. Next game I remember playing was, it's like Zoo Tycoon, I think? Yeah, Lego Racer, Zoo Tycoon, Age of Empires 2. Then we had Ratchet & Clank, the first 4 games. And then we had Jak and Daxter, I think was one of them. Gran Turismo 5 or something like that. I'm trying to think of all the names. What else was there? Spyro. Spyro, there we go. I actually bought Spyro. We can play Spyro on stream. I bought the remastered version. So, yeah, Zoo Tycoon. It's great. Yeah, Ratchet & Clank. Look, I can still stream Ratchet & Clank. I have the PS2 now, and I have a capture card. I literally bought the capture card so we can stream Ratchet & Clank. Maybe we'll go back to those games too. If like BG3 doesn't pan out to be fun at all, we'll just start playing like Spyro and Ratchet & Clank and stuff like that.
What have they done? Beast! What way? You've helped us a great deal. It isn't too...
All-time great streamer, am I? Oh, I appreciate it, man. Rayman? I haven't played Rayman, no. Jak and Daxter 2 was what I remember. I should play those again. I never like beat the game. All I remember doing is like going around the town. Like I think it was Jak and Daxter 2, and just like blowing up cars and stuff like that.
The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am. Here you are. Here we are.
All right, sorry guys. First ever game. Oh yeah, I think I had a roller coaster tycoon game in there somewhere. I just didn't play it as much. Oh yeah, stealthing. Yeah, I beat the demons in the first fight or something like that. It's really easy. That is actually true. I enjoy games that I can play on the high difficulty and like completely slaughter once I learn enough. I hope they get it right, but I mean, I'm not gonna count on it. Okay, here's a problem. Do this. Dang it, we created a fire service? Get out of here. That's stupid. Okay. I'll live with it. Club Penguin? I did remember playing that actually. I didn't play it a lot though. Jak X? All I remember playing I think it was Jak and Daxter 2. I think that was the one I played. I can't remember exactly. I think it was. Whatever had like the flying cars in it. That's all I remember about that game. Like blowing up flying cars and stuff. Okay. That's 2, yeah. So I must have played 2. Okay, this is going perfectly well, guys. Okay. It says no opportunity attack. I think it's because... I don't know why, actually. Okay. She has battering ram. This is a problem. How much is this? 19? You're a wizard, Harry? I never played Wizard 101. Neopets? Oh my god. I literally just bought a PS2. Just go look up how much a PS2 is, and like just buy that, because then like it actually runs well. Like the emulators suck for a PS2. I was getting like 5 FPS in Ratchet & Clank on the emulator. May just be specifically be Ratchet & Clank, but it's yeah, not great. Okay, this is actually kind of rough. I should have worked on more consumables. I'm gonna go dig this up and just go down real quick. I think I have like 1820 right now in hours. I have a 2700X and then a 2080 Ti. Not 2080 Ti, 2080 Super. Okay, try this again. I want to flex on you. I remember that you like Casa Pasta, so I just wanted to say, it's Tanner from high school. Remember me? Me and the guys used to give you a hard time in school. Sorry you were just an easy target, lol. I can see not much has changed. Remember Sarah, the girl you had a crush on? Yeah, we're married now. I make over 200,000 a year and drive a Mustang GT. I guess some things never change, huh, loser? Nice catching up. My gosh. Yeah, why screw around with settings for hours when I can just buy a PS2 for like 50 bucks on eBay? I think I bought it on Amazon actually. When the trap blows up, it does fire damage. If you blow up the trap manually with like a another spell, it does extra damage too. Okay. Could go very poorly here. We'll find out. It's gonna go poorly because if she doesn't miss, we're stunned because she's gonna do battering ram. Actually, we go first anyway. That's fine. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do some memes here. Okay, this is still not going well. I need her to die. Let's do this. I was trying to go back up before they regain their health. Aren't doing a lot of damage. I mean, I'm kind of sad this is not going super well. Just need to make sure she doesn't do battering ram here. We'll be fine. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Y'all copy pasting each other? Wow. Okay. Yeah, and I think Lone Wolf isn't that interesting either. Where's our armor potion? Did we use them all? I guess we used them all. It's kind of unfortunate. Okay, he's gonna do a decent amount of damage here. Let's go ahead and back up. Or not. Okay, he took another turn. Nice. That's unfortunate. Okay, if he attacks us again, we're screwed, so I have to reload. Okay, we got a turn. Okay. Eat the crit or no? Okay, he's not gonna kill us. Look at us using potions. Can you believe this right now? What the frick are we doing? Okay, we should go before him, right? Because yeah, there we go. Yeah, playing with no invis. Of course it's going well. There we go. Close enough. Easy game.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, magic is dog shit. There's some memes mid-game that will make it look really good. So don't worry. We'll be one-shotting things. But in general, this class sucks, especially for the average player. Because your average player doesn't know fire traps exist. So what you're seeing right now with this fire trap, most people don't know this is a thing, so don't use it. So it's even worse. Okay, I can't even remember what to do next. We're not even level 4, are we? So we have to hit level 4. We did the Crocs already. Let's do, I don't know. Let's do the new content, I guess. Well, that does no XP, though. Let's do, frogs? Do the frogs, I guess. Oh, no, we didn't yet. We'll just kill the slugs later. And you still did negative. What do you mean did negative damage? Yeah, but I'm not a I don't have pet pal. Some of the sets are bad, but a lot of the individual pieces are good. So I think that we're going to use the gloves that give +2 Geo and have a rune slot. I mean, the majority of the damage I was doing was the trap. So if you do the, watch this. So this is a trap. I'm gonna throw this. So this is gonna be only the trap damage. The trap costs 1 AP. That's the main thing you have to understand is like the amount we spend for it versus the amount of damage it does is really great. So that just did 18 damage for the traps plus the fire surface it created, which did 4 damage. So it's 1 AP for 18 damage at this level. For reference, this does 14. And it gets better with level 2. It does not scale with it just scales naturally with level, but it does scale with pyro. Yeah, spells are dog shit. Oh my god. We're already gonna die here. Okay, he's dead. Alright, There we go. Oh, they're the best. They're like literally the best overall magic spell in the game. The only thing better than it is technically Pyroclastic Eruption, but you don't get that spell to level 16, so it literally doesn't matter. You can't. They have a certain time limit. Can I, please? Yeah, this is honor mode. Magic is bad, yeah, because of resistances. That's part of it. It also just does less damage than physical on top of the resistances. How am I actually doing? I'm doing okay. I mean, work's fine. It's going okay. It's just the thing is, like, I don't mind. Like, my job is to problem solve and deal with things that come up. The problem is I've been dealing with the same problem for the last like 3 months. And it's, I mean, I think that I see the light in the tunnel, but I always see the light in the tunnel and think like next week's going to be better. So in theory, after Halloween, staffing issues are resolved and work will be less stressful. So if that happens, then I'll be good. So like this week, I've definitely been stressed out at work, and it's definitely affected my mood at work, which I don't like it when, because like my mood can affect other people, but it's okay. It'll get better. Yeah, Pyroclastic Eruption.
Quite well again. The frogs are gone.
There we go, XP for that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, 1 arrow. We're gonna replace this with the arrow third chest piece. Laser ray is just bad though. Okay, so we're now gonna go to Gawain over here. His normal spell is really terrible. It's not very good at all. I'm a fire Malaysia. That's why people do it. No. So here's the problem. Magic is bad, partially due to resistances. You don't fix magic being bad because of resistances by adding physical resistance. That makes sense? There are actually some enemies in this game that do have physical resistance, And it's just a meme because you just cast a piercing spell and ignore it, which mages can't ignore it. You have to respec into a different magic build. Or if you're a physical class, you just do so much damage, you don't care about the resistance. There's a couple enemies that have like 50% resistance, and you just do extra damage anyways because you're a physical class, so you just ignore the resistance. I'm sure most people don't even know they're enemies that have resistance, and they haven't noticed because they just die anyway. So, and like in Definitive Edition, they increase the amount of physical armor enemies have in Definitive Edition. I'm sure nobody noticed because it doesn't matter. You just do so much damage anyway. Here we go.
Come.
Oh yeah, more Masters at Thievery.
Over here. It isn't far.
Taunt. Yeah, boosts your damage a lot. I just haven't sold them yet. That's the only reason. Where am I getting them from? Cinti is a great place to start on YouTube. And beyond that, I just have learned what's the best in general. Okay, so let's get this chest over here. It's a exclamation damage formula. Yeah, that's how you spelled it. It's the famed Frost Paladin.
Patience, Mal. Patience. Patience.
You are back. So you are ready. You are ready to tell me your tale. And you tell...
Patience, Mal. Patience. Patience.
It's the Torturer talent's terrible unless you're employing the Torturer like Worm Trimmer strat, which I don't think is very useful. I think it's better to spend your AP doing damage instead of doing that. Makes your gameplay take way longer with very little benefit. Is it worth learning? Probably not. Might as well.
I've got that special shipment.
Okay, let's go sell this stuff.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
She's
She
so
doesn't
broke.
look up as you
The heck.
approach.
Here we go. Okay.
What'd you ask?
Well, I hope this stream is useful to you. Like, ask questions and try to get better as well. More than happy to answer any questions you have. Well, actually, the second one is still better. We will eventually switch when it becomes a stat stick. Right now, we don't need a second wand because we don't have any stats. But yeah. Scourge Wizard. Putting uncanny evasion on yourself, then getting in the middle of spamming contamination supernova. So stupid.
She sighs.
You come to fight. You come good.
Oh, I've seen people do badly with Lone Wolf, believe me. I mean, BG3 is okay. I listen. I highly recommend Pillars of Eternity 2. The story has problems. The gameplay can be complicated to get into, but it is by far the best CRPG I've ever played in terms of combat and game design. And that's not a light statement. And I'm saying that as someone who's played DOS 2 more than that. Don't play with Lone Wolf. I honestly just don't recommend playing with Lone Wolf. Yeah, Pee-wee 2 is just, it runs like garbage. That's like the only reason I haven't played it more. It runs like trash. Like, a game running well is just, it's too much of a important thing. Like, I literally have about the best PC you can build right now. And it runs like absolute trash. I haven't tried it with my new graphics card, but it still is terrible. There's no way, like, this graphics card is better than a 1070 on that game. Like, there's no reason a 1070 shouldn't be able to run that game. Turn-based mode. I think it's garbage. It's designed for real time, which is honestly just a better game mode anyway. Refunded, couldn't play. Ooh, that's really rough. Yes, real time with pods, which I think is the best format for CRPGs. Okay, here's my here's my opinion in terms of general mage building, is that you want your characters to be going 2 elements, but prioritizing 1 element. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, this build, we're going to use Pyro Geo to complement with, like, the explosions and stuff. But we're only going to put, like, 2 points in Pyro, so we can use fire traps and, like, a fireball if necessary, and then stack Geo. We're going to stack 1 element for the same reason we stack Warfare on a physical build. If we just evenly split the 2 elements, both elements are going to be kind of meh. But if we prioritize Geo and have more Geo than Pyro, we can, you know, overpower enemies with damage just like we can with Warfare, but still have the second element as an option and just for more skill variety, because you will run out of skills still. Also, traps just complement Geo very well. Same goes with Arrow Hydro. With Arrow Hydro, the last attempt we did on that run, we did all our points in Arrow and only like 2 points in Hydro to maximize our Arrow damage, which really increased our effectiveness in that run. See you, Garthon.
Well, that was easy.
The Lone Wolf with me and a friend, what should we do differently? I mean, if you like Lone Wolf or you're already playing it, I mean, don't like undo it. It's not, I mean, I don't think it's worth undoing it. But I think playing without Lone Wolf is more enjoyable.
I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory.
The one will walk among us, though not today.
Play games to have fun.
We will yet reveal the one. I deserve the glory.
Hidden OP tank summoner. My gosh. I love you, but I couldn't stop myself. Oh no. Manny versus Tanner. Oh my fucking god. That's okay. 1 second. Here we go. All right. we have to put this on stream. 1 second, guys. Yo, this is the best. All right. Open image and new tab. All right. Here we go. This is the best. All right. Guys. This is amazing. All right, here we go. The Virgin Manny still plays DOS 2. Won't lower the difficulty on XCOM 2 to have more fun. Streamed to sub 100 viewers. Got his bumper stolen. Hasn't caught the thief. Who's Manithro? Sarah. Can't decide to be a normie or a nerd. Tanner. Drives a Mustang GT. Finished university. Big brain. Marries Sarah after her chasing him through 3 years of high school. Bullied Manny throughout high school. Still finds time to mock him on stream. Oh my god, this is great. Bro. Okay, someone make this a command.
That's a lot of
link
damage.
This image to a command, please. I want this image linked to a command right now. One of my mods, please do that. That needs to be a linked on a command, alright? I need that in the next 5 minutes. Stat. Still salty about the XCOM stream? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Alright, Zeke's working on it. Alright. Okay, let's do this. His small PP. Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of damage.
So Tough Fist for the follow, thank you. And Spiral Black, I appreciate it. Why did you go next? You son of a gun. Alright, let's say no. Exclamation Chad. Oh my god. This is great. I appreciate it. Thank you, Zeke. This is great. No battering ram. No battering ram. No battering ram. Thank you. Okay. Got a chance, boys. Says we go next. I don't believe it. Yeah, it says we go next, and then we don't go next. What the hell? And then we go next. I don't understand this game. The turn order makes no sense. Okay, whatever. We don't care. We took it. What problems do you think are too ingrained in the game to fix? Okay, all right. Are we gonna have this conversation? Because I can have this conversation. All right. Okay. Stats. Number 1. Stats. People think the armor system is why the damage meta exists. That is it. That encourages the damage meta because you have to do high damage to break armor. But the real reason damage is the meta is because damage is just so overwhelming in this game. I am level 4. And I'm doing 20% increased damage just for having points in intelligence. I could have more than double that if I did intelligence instead of memory. Right now I could have a 45% damage buff on my character just by putting my points in intelligence. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts, right? Just think about it. My character is almost 50% more effective if I just put all the points the game gives me into a damage stat. Okay? That's how stupid that is, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay? That's number 1. Second is initiative. Yeah. Going first is just super broken. The turn order always alternates teams. So what you can do is always just focus the next character in line. And that allows you to ignore them, basically. Because you can just either kill them or crowd control them. And they'll never take turns. So if you have a full party, you can easily just... Yeah, you can just easily ignore them all. That's not really fixable, right? Because the alternative is just the faster characters go first. So unless they went through and rebalanced all the enemy initiatives, yeah, it still wouldn't be great. Because then you'd have entire parties of characters going before enemies if round robin didn't exist. If that happened, it'd be even more broken than round robin. Like literally having no round robin would be worse than having round robin, and neither is good. Because yeah, think about it. If you just had 4 characters go first anyway, you could just straight up ignore crowd control, group them all up with your characters, and then just nuke them. It'd be stupid. That's not really fixable because no way of fixing it is a good way of fixing it. What else? Oh yeah, armor is stupid. There's no way of fixing it because there's not an alternative system that would be good. Just like for example, look at like if you decided to say, okay, let's not do armor system. Let's say effects always apply, but like characters are more dodgy, right? So like for example, it's harder to hit enemies. You might miss more often. But enemies don't have armor, so they can't resist your effects. Okay, well, just go play BG3 and look how that's going. That's not very good, is it? Because if you miss, you're screwed. If you hit them, you just win, right? So, having a percentage chance in any kind of game like this that's turn-based is super sucky. So there's not a good way to fix armor. There's not a good way at all. What else? There's a lot else, but... Oh yeah, healing is trash. You can't really fix healing being trash. As long as things like the armor system and damage meta exist. Healing's trash because enemies can kill you in 1 turn. Healing's also trash because you heal for less than enemies deal damage to you. The only way to counteract this is if you have a straight healer build, and that requires a lot of things. Like your healer has to take a turn after your character's already taken damage but not died yet for their spells to even matter at all, right? So if they already killed your character that needs to be healed, doesn't matter if your healer takes a turn. If they heal your healer instead, you're screwed anyway. You can't heal them, right? The India initiative would work slightly better. I would agree with that, yeah. But yeah, I mean, if the thing is, like, if round robin didn't exist, the meta would just be have a fast party, right? And because of how the stats are designed, having a fast party is very easy, right? If they removed round robin and made it like a D&D kind of like roll for initiative system, you'd see like on all my builds, what I do is I'd put 5 to 10 points in wits just to increase my chances of just everyone going first, right? And like a lot of these problems are interconnected, right? So to fix this game, you have to rebuild it from the ground up. You can't just fix stats. You can't just fix initiative. You can't just fix magic damage. You can't just fix the armor system. Yeah, you can't just fix any one thing. They're all interconnected. They all have like they're all affecting each other in a negative way. Just about every mechanic in this game encourages the damage meta. Armor encourages the damage meta. Round robin encourages the damage meta. The way statuses apply encourages the damage meta. Stats encourage the damage meta just because of the massive damage it gives you, including the multiplicative damage. Enemies doing absurd amounts of damage encourages you to do lots of damage and not heal. Yeah, I mean, everything encourages damage. Oh, AP is also busted, the way AP works. One problem with the AP system is that basically everything costs AP, right? So everything you do in this game, in a combat, is going to cost you action points. So what this does, and this is something that I think is great with VG3, is that you have different resources for different things. You have bonus actions, normal actions, and then you have like movement actions, right? So I don't like the bonus and like normal action thing as much, but basically the general idea of like just having movement being separate from your regular action and like bonus actions being separate from your regular action is that not everything is created equal, and there's not an opportunity cost. Now, what I mean by opportunity cost is like if I decide to move, that has now cost me the opportunity to attack, right? So as a min-maxer, as long as I am, let's say I'm a ranger, right? If I position myself in such a way that I don't have to move, I have increased the damage I can deal because I no longer have to move. I can just attack, right? So by having everything based on action points, you made it where there's an opportunity cost when you cast things, right? You can't cast as many buffs because if you cast a buff, you can't attack as much. You can't move because if you move, you can't attack as much. It makes melee characters less viable because you have to move, which is going to mean you're doing less damage, right? So that's another problem, is the AP system is not good. You're not prohibited to build Constitution, but you will be doing something that is worse than you could. Love your content. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.
You forget my name here? Take your coin then. If a magister finds this on you, you forget my name here? Take your coin then.
All right, I'm back. Here's the meme, guys. Khan can one-shot people. Let me introduce you to the best build in the game. You know what? I would actually technically say that if you're talking about just raw damage output, this is technically better than Necromancer and Barrelmancer. Where is it? Here. Now, let's do a comparison, okay? Let's do a comparison real quick, okay? Finesse. Finesse, intelligence, strength, doesn't matter. They all do plus 5% damage, okay? Now, let's look here. Constitution, plus 7%. Now, I don't know about you. I took algebra, I took math when I was in high school, in middle school. 7 is a bigger number than 5, right? I think 7 is a slightly bigger number than 5, right? So, let's keep that in mind, okay? Now, let's go read this. Unstable. When you die, you deal 50% of your vitality as physical damage. Okay, now, let me explain something. Your spells scale with level, right? And your health scales with level. In general, a normal spell, like for example, Fireball has a neutral multiplier. It does 100% damage. Spells with a neutral multiplier do 20% of vitality, right? 20% of base vitality, okay? So at base value, Unstable is 2.5 times better than any spell, right? So this is actually, to put in perspective, Unstable does the same amount of damage as Grasp of the Starved. Now, the benefit, this is the benefit, is that there are more tiers of multiplication for Unstable than there are for normal spells. So, now, instead of using Strength, Finesse, or Intelligence, you now have Constitution as your damage stat. Alright, so Constitution is your damage stat, and it does plus 7. Not plus 5, plus 7%. That's good, right? So we already have a better multiplier for Unstable than we would for normal spells, okay? Then we come over here, and guess what? Warfare still works. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. So we can use Constitution, the biggest number here, plus 7%, and Warfare. Wow, that's amazing. The best type of damage is physical damage. That's cool, right? Okay. Now, what if I told you there's another... Yeah, see? Solik already knows. Solik already knows. What if I told you there's another tier of multiplication? Where is it? Gives you extra vitality, plus 3% for every point in Warfare. Now, last time I checked, this is a multiplicative bonus, and is also multiplicative with the Dwarf bonus. So, Constitution. Okay, Constitution. Warfare. Oh, did I mention it can also crit? I think you can use Savage Sortilege, but it can crit. So, Constitution, Warfare, crit damage, Picture of Health, Sturdy, the Dwarf talent, and you're set, guys. Wow, amazing. Pretty cool. Now, what did Grey Noon say did? He did like how many billions of damage? I think he did several billion damage on the final boss with Unstable. It's pretty good. I think it's 3 meters, right? Let's look. Unstable is 3 meters. This is... So this is 3 meters right here. This is a 3 meter spell. So it's as big as Impalement. Yeah, Noonsay like crashed the game and did literally 1 billion damage. Yeah, it's pretty good, guys. I don't know if you knew that. It's pretty good. Pretty good, you know? I'll give it a pass. It's not too bad. So yes, Khan can kill. It's great. Nerd? Okay. You saying me screw you, dude. My gosh. Calling me a nerd. Yeah, Con is technically the single best damage stat in the game. Alright, see you, Ashley. Get some sleep, man. I do need to go to bed soon as well, but... We have exclamation Chad and exclamation nerd now. Literally, they exist to mock me.
What's this?
This is amazing.
I found something.
Bro, that Chad picture, that's so good. It's the best thing ever. You realize I'm gonna have to show that to my wife someday. Dear God. It'd be great.
Looks like this place has been sealed up for a century or two.
Don't show your wife. What? She'll leave you for Tanner. Watch me actually meet someone named Sarah and marry her. Complete the meme. I have to complete the meme, guys. I think it's this one, right? I think it's this one, yeah. Okay. It's so good, guys. What? Okay, I need to hit it somehow. Plane tickets are really cheap. What does that have to do with anything? I'm confused how that means anything. Mail orders. Oh my God. Really, dude? Okay, I'm gonna have a hard time here. Here we go. To make it easier to spam nerd in chat. It literally takes more time to type exclamation nerd than just typing nerd. It makes no sense. Why you get double nerd for the price of one? Oh my gosh. For the cost of one nerd, you get an extra one. Quick maths. That's that 3 key input gain. My gosh.
I sense something nearby.
So you guys are min-maxing the chat now. It's pretty good. Oh my God. Bunch of fucktards hitting me when I'm dodging with a crit. Unacceptable. That's what these guys. I literally cannot hurt them other than with this. Internal cooldown. They have iframes. They're immune to your spam for a certain amount of time. Will you do a no level up run? I mean, aren't you for? I mean, I guess you're not forced to level up, are you? I mean, that seems like no fun at all. Let's be honest. Really? Spells crit? Yeah, you have to have Savage Sortilege as a talent. Don't ask me why you need a talent to crit with a spell. But you do. It's just too strong. Yeah, I know, right? Clearly. That's why. You know, spells could just crit on their own. I mean, what would we do? It'd be so broken. Alright. Alright, I'm already out of spells to do damage to them. Excellent. I have a wand that can't hurt them. Unless I equip this. Necro two-handed? No, you do one-handers for stats. Strongest build is Necromancer by far. Jeez. Piss off. Busted shield. What shield? Alright, we're in some deep doo-doo right now. Man, Undead is just so annoying because no poison dart. It's on honor mode. We can reload though. Okay. I have this potion, I just don't have any physical potions. Three of them are magic damage dealers though. But I can't get rid of this guy, I don't think. I could leave combat or just reload, but so let's do this. Let's go ahead and do that. As long as he misses, we're fine. Force surfaces. Okay. Yeah, essentially. But mostly Geo with a little bit of Pyro for fire traps because they're OP. Oh no, demon is useless. We only take that damage talents or things that help us do damage. If it ain't damage, it ain't worth it. Amen, brother. Oh my gosh. Can we? Oh, he's dead. We wouldn't be able to tell the difference? Okay, you know what? Necro two-handed? No. Necro one-handed is the best, because you can use 2 stat 6 instead of 1. More equals more better. Okay. Yeah, Lone Wolf. I remember we actually did that. We switched up. We turned on Lone Wolf at the end of the game. Then we put all our points in because with Lone Wolf you run out of points to put like stats to put stuff in. So two-handed technically works out to be better. But it really was only like getting like 2 more points, and we lost more stats anyway. So even with Lone Wolf, 2 individual swords is better till like literally the end of the game. So, all right. So, let's go get the belt real quick. Let's go ahead and go here.
Perhaps it goes bleeding.
No Lone Wolf.
Leave a fellow to his sleep. We may be in prison, but we aren't savages. Leave a fellow to his sleep.
Probably like another half
We
hour.
may be in prison, but we aren't savages.
Did we learn Fireball? I don't think we did. Okay, let's do that. He's broke. What's this? Ooh, summoning? Wow, amazing. Why not that? We need that. Sell that. The helm is great. Right now we're using Elemental Affinity and Pawn. Okay. Was the port not great? Ooh. I mean, playing this game on, even if it ran amazingly, I don't know if it does. Playing on a controller sucks.
It's really
I don't need one anymore, so I could probably go ahead and sell it. The reason it would be useful is if you cannot see, so basically like
You may be the one to save
you
us
can't
all.
dig on a
The
command basically
one-
as a lizard.
You may be the one to save us all. The one would be. There's only one thing to do. They may do. You stand a better chance again. Yeah. With the collar off, you'll be. I'll be here.
So for example, let's go actually do something real quick. Basically, if you can't see a spot to dig, even though you can dig without a shovel as a lizard, you can't tell your lizard to dig. So if I have a shovel, I can tell my lizard to dig. That's only useful till like you get like peace of mind, really, because if you have peace of mind, you can basically reveal anything. But early game, if you can't, like, let's say there's a dig spot here, I can't tell my lizard to dig, so just click the shovel and he'll dig. That's literally it. You can probably sell it now though, because yeah. All right, time for our OP potions here. Here's our Here we go. All right, now introducing our OP armor potion here. 203 armor. Yeah, so we have a peace of mind now, so we can reveal basically anything. We're gonna walk up here and see it, so we won't need the shovel. But it's like, actually, here's an example. So I can't see it. If I cast peace of mind, I can see it though. Let's just not cast peace of mind. Peace of mind. Am I right? So we can tell him to dig like that. Ow. Wow. You suck. Derpy Moa, so we're gonna have to employ things like dodge and ridiculous armor potions to survive with 5-star diner, because we can't go invisible. That paired with just doing stupid amounts of damage, essentially. Yeah, there's necro spells. Oh, let's do the new content, since we're high enough level now. As far as like melee building, building a melee build, a two-hander is almost like literally always better, except like unless you just can't find a good enough two-hander and like you just find better one-handers. But two-handers do more damage at base value than a one-hander, and you also get the two-handed stat, which is like really stupid. So two-handed is better 99% of the time. You'll have those couple moments where you just find like higher rarity, better substat like one-handers, and it's better for a little bit, but in general it's two-handers that are better.
No, now I warn you.
So to ask if you can load a late game save to show how OP Necro is and complain about magic resistances before you end the stream. Thanks. I never do that. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. That's not very kind of you to ask, bro. I don't know what gave you the idea that I do that. Or even would do that. That's ridiculous. Spells go boom. Big boy damage. I mean, yeah, that's technically the meta. And the one-handed sword you use are like the uniques that have ridiculous stats. There's a lot of offensive spells. Corpse Explosion, Mosquito Swarm, Infect, Grasp of the Starved, Bloodstorm. So many good spells. Cast Skin Grafts, use them all again. Do I get the gloves if I kill her now? What the? You sell that? Give it to me.
The Magus, but they take when they die screaming their ship, and never again. But the Magus.
She gestures at the entangled corpses, vines still spattering gore onto
The ship docks at but perhaps then it truly speaks.
The gloves
as
are good.
Ancestor trees do. You help. I hope one day you
The gloves have like 2 Geo and a rune slot, which is perfect for our build. Okay, nothing important. Okay. Bro, animal scales at level 4. I don't know, man. Seems kind of good. Yeah, Slane's weapon's good. The Illuminator's good. A lot of the uniques are good. It's hard to list them all. The Eternal Stormblade is good.
Swish. The Magisters certainly don't spare expenses, do they?
Viper's Tongue's okay. I mean, it's an okay. I mean, it's not. People like it because, like, oh, it's 2 special weapons you get early game. It's like, okay, that's fine for a melee. It's also super expensive to buy those 2 weapons. You're better off getting skills and stuff like that. So if you can do it, it's fine. It's just not like a big deal. That's 9 armor versus 10. 6 HP. What does it feel like to have 66 people listen to you rant about a video game? I mean, it's whatever. It's nut. I mean, I don't disagree. It jumped to 72. Dang. It's at 67 right now. I have played XCOM 2. I hated it. And a lot of my viewers will say it's because I played on too high a difficulty, or I just don't like the RNG, and you would be true on both accounts. I hate the tiled gameplay style too. When will you love XCOM? Never. Please don't lose my poison. Thank you. Spelunky 2 plays like XCOM? Oh, no, sorry, not Spelunky 2. Mechanicus plays like XCOM. I have not. I was like reading 2 messages together, and that definitely was not right. Wow, uses haste to break crippled. You suck. You suck. You missed. Oh my god. Screw you. Oh, fuck off. I've been trolled. I don't need spells. Wrecked. Trial inside? Oh yeah, there are. What is it? What weapons did I use it in game? I think Rancor plus the mace you get from Isvil's chambers is the best. I can open a late game save and show you. I actually probably will do that since we're talking about Necro. And show you my Necro build pre the new gift bag. With the gift bag, it changes some things. Yeah, basically just waiting for it to be better. Maybe not full release, but at least later. When Manny starts loading saves. You know it. I can't have a stream without doing that. Oh, I missed Yut's question. Yeah, it's heavy, it's Pyro Geo, mostly Geo. Mage build with no invisibility. This is the main gimmick of this run. Oh, Ink beat it? Nice. And I can tell you what every pixel that room looks like. You don't have to watch it, Jelly, when I do it. The fire trap does damage, Ooh, 1 magic armor. I'll explain in a second here, Matthew. Okay, so the trap, it does damage based on when it explodes. Triggering it makes it do more damage. I think it doesn't do more damage. It does reduce damage if it just sets off automatically, right? So blowing it up, it does normal damage. It also does damage based on who detonated it, which is interesting. So, for example, a while back we did a run with no items, and we still one-shot Brachus. I think we're not one-shot Brachus. We still did like 20,000 damage to Brachus because we threw our mass traps spell onto a fire surface created by a level 20 enemy. So we were like level 16, but it still did like 20,000 damage to Brachus because it was thrown onto a fire surface created by like another enemy that's like level 20. So it does damage based on who set it off, basically. So a meme you can do with that is you can make the traps crit. Like, let's say you have a elemental ranger that doesn't have savage sortilege or anything, and they have mass traps on them. If they throw it onto your pyro mage's fire surface, and the pyro mage has savage sortilege and high crit, it'll do extra damage because the surface was created by that mage. So it's kind of janky how that works, but yeah. Did you not know that? I thought you knew that already. Map-wide Necro Fire Simulator? Yeah, it's not very long at all. It's a very short act. Ratchet game. You just now noticed? Nice, there's a candle there, that helps a lot. Faster than me, GTFO. Oh, what's your question? Sorry. Shoot, I thought it was a lot, my bad. I didn't hear what you said if you didn't respond. Why is Necro so much better than Scoundrel Warfare with crossbow and daggers? When I load the save, I'll go over that. We're gonna probably load the save right now and then call it a day. Okay, you got rid of my poison surface, you jerk. $24-hour Necroflex stream win. I still think I'm gonna do that. At one point, we're gonna do like a Necro solo run on Honor mode, and then since I donate everything the stream makes to my mom's nonprofit, we'll basically make it. I'll set a money value on casting skills, reloading saves, and dying. So basically, I pay my I donate every time I cast a skill, die, or reload a save. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a charity stream. Be a great meme. What playthrough of mine? If you're gonna watch any one playthrough, I highly recommend the 4-man playthrough. I put as much knowledge into that run as I could. I think it'll be like 5 cents for every time I cast a skill. It'll be like $5 every time I reload a save. It'll be $100 every time I die. How about that? Well, I'll see run win. No, don't watch the Hide Your Arrow. Stop. Yeah, the 4-man playthrough has been complete for like 6 months now. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's all in the playlist now too. So, all right, let's go load a Necro save. If you don't want spoilers, turn off the stream now. $100 for every grass at the start. My God. Stop. Okay. I think this is the save, right? The 4-man guide run is no, the 4-man guide run is like mages. There's no necromancer in it. Just don't watch Hide Your Arrow. Don't waste your time on that. Spoilers, this game has a story. Oof. It's not bad. It makes you hate the game because of how bad it is. How bad the build is. Like, and I have never been such a despicable human being as I was on that run. I was just like pissed off the whole time, like cussing up a storm, just annoyed as all get out, complaining. Like, you think I complain right now? Bro, no. I was complaining a lot then. The first Hydra Arrow run. Yeah, everyone like watches it like, wow, you're so good at this game. Man, you make this game look easy. And I'm just like pissed off the entire time I'm playing it because how bad the build is. Okay, I think the game is not going to load. We'll have to reload the game. Yeah, Dims was there. Hear me. Bro, those of you who were actually there when I streamed that run, bro. It's a long time ago. Yeah, everyone was like, wow, this is so good. And it's like, just doing, like, I'm thinking it's terrible damage. And like the last rerun we did of that build actually went really well. Just I killed myself on Alice on accident. Okay, okay, there we go. Relaunch the game, please. It's so brutal, yeah. Yeah, the death is literally just its own clip on the YouTube channel. I was so ignorant. Dude, it looks so fun on his Hydra Arrow run, but you have to have Lone Wolf just to make it like halfway good. All right. Oh, this is the whoops. All right. Well, this is the wrong save. I think it's the wrong save, but it's. I mean, I think this is the duo run we did. No armor, no invis run. That's what we're no armor. Oh, not no armor, no invis. We're doing a no invis run right now. That's what we just started today. We're doing the with lizard run. We did the no gear run. We beat that one. We did invisibility though. Yeah, the part where I walked into spikes. Yes, I was so pissed off. You marathon those videos and then I hit that gun punch of an ending. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Wrong save, casual flex on us nerds. Yeah, that just one shot you. Yeah, Alice is the crucified like witch lady. All right, so I think this is the last run we did actually, last complete run we played at least. Yeah. So this build. Oh my god. Shit. All right. Let's calm down. Let's look at some gear.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh my freaking gosh. It's got these gloves too. Dart LOL, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so about this. Jeez, man. Oh, that's right. And I used these gloves for Hydro and the 2 Warfare. That way I could use Bloodstorm. Jeez, did I have Lone Wolf on this yet? I did. I switched to Lone Wolf as a meme. Okay, so no, we're not gonna skip Alice. We'll kill her. What was I talking? Okay, I was talking about why Necro is better than like swords and stuff like that. So for that we're gonna open our Wino BG3. It's just in a bad state right now. We're just gonna keep playing this game until it's more polished up. All right, so we're gonna open our guide doc and we're gonna look at some numbers, shall we? Let's look at some numbers, guys. All right. Everyone's favorite thing, numbers. Okay. Let's go here. All right. It's gonna please load. Thank you. Okay, so this is damage scaling in DOS 2. All right. Let's look at this real quick. So this blue line right here. Turn in your textbook. Okay. This blue line right here. So this is bottom here. This is levels, right? So the further right we go, the higher level we are. The higher up we go, the more damage it does, right? So this blue line that you see separates from the rest of the pack is spell damage. Wow, that's pretty good, guys, isn't it? Wow, that's amazing. Down here, we have all of the weapons in the game. Now, to be fair, these numbers that I'm charting are the white rarity weapons. Higher rarity weapons, of course, do more damage. But basically, all you need to know is there's a massive gap of damage between spells and weapons, especially the higher level you get. So spells scale better than weapons, which is kind of funny because mages still suck anyways. Mages have the best scaling, and they still suck. Well, guess what? Necromancer is physical damage and scales the best. That's amazing, isn't it? Wow. Now, let's talk about this too. The damage equation. All you need to know is there's multiple tiers of damage calculation, right? The multiplication, like your attributes are multiplied with your warfare bonus and etc., and your crit damage and all that. Now, one kind of bonus you get is misc bonus. When you're casting spells, sorry, let me clarify. A misc bonus are things like any kind of buff you put on yourself. So like Flesh Sacrifice or like Death Wish. Well, if you're using a spellcaster, this misc bonus is just added together with your attribute bonus, which is not very good. It's still fine, but it's not great. If you're playing a spellcaster, that Death Wish bonus becomes another tier of multiplication. So you get truly double damage with Death Wish when you're playing a Necromancer as opposed to a normal weapon user. So better damage scaling, better damage bonuses. Their spells have higher damage than like just weapon attacks do. So for example here, Grasp of the Starved, like if you just attack with a weapon, you're just doing normal 100% damage, right? Well, guess what? Grasp of the Starved and a Corpse Explosion do 2.5 times damage. Literally, these spells are just straight up 2.5 times better than attacking people with like Whirlwind, for example. Oh, you're thinking of a Mummy Dearest? Yeah, that was the first Lizard Wizard run I ever did on this channel, like literally like 2 years ago, and I was using invisibility in that run. So that's part of why Necromancer is better. What else were we talking about? We were talking about gear. I think we were talking about gear, right? Yeah. So these are the two weapons. The best weapon, even with Lone Wolf at endgame, I think these are still the best. So this one right here, you can't even see the name because it goes too high on the screen. But this is something. That's why I never remember the name, because you can't see it. If I put it on here, can I see it? No, I can't see it. Okay. Well, anyways, this thing. Okay, put it on the ground. We can read the name, right? Yeah. Lauchgert. There we go. That's the name. Yeah. So two-handed is worse than dual, even with lone wolf. So let's take a pretty look at the stats, shall we? +3 strength, pretty good for wearing other kinds of gear. Intelligence, warfare, that's stupid, and you'll notice it still has 10% crit. Nice, pretty good. Also has a rune slot. So in total, as far as like damage bonuses, this is giving us 5 intelligence, 2 warfare, and 10% crit chance. That's pretty good. Our offhand here, this is basically just a crit stick. So this is giving us, what is this, 3 wits and 25 crit. So it's giving us 28% crit chance on this one weapon and 3 intelligence from the rune. It's pretty good. We're also using Lone Wolf. We like switched to Lone Wolf at the end of this run just for the memes, just to see how really stupid these stats could get. So I'm sure you can notice 62 intelligence, 97% crit chance, 30 warfare. Yep, you're reading that correctly. 30 warfare. So we have 150% warfare bonus. This is why the new gift bag is absolutely stupid, because they gave you these items. Like, what is this? Someone explain to me who thought this was a good idea. Who thought this was a good idea? And this, I could technically get a higher number than this. I could get 2 warfare on the helmet. Yeah. So 3 warfare here. Actually 5 warfare. Kai, Lorian. That's 5 warfare on this chest piece, because it comes with 2. It has 3 rune slots. Who thought that was a great idea? I don't know. But it's here. Yep. Oh my god. And then we have this. 2 rune slots. That's another 2 warfare. Pretty good. Let's just look at all the gear, shall we? There we go. Wow, amazing. Oh, did I mention this has 10% crit on the chest piece and accuracy? Wow, it's pretty good. And technically, if you were save scumming more, you could get better gear than this. That's basically.
That's a lot of damage.
And yes, this is a lot of damage. Thank you, Barry. Thank you for the follow. This is fair. 2 warfare on a belt. Yep. You're reading that correctly. 2 more for warfare right here. Oh, what's this? 3 more warfare. Wow, that's pretty good. Wow, amazing. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good stats. Tell you that. Oh, thank you, Barry. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Get the ring and belt from the wall in Act 1. This one it looks like I did. It was level 9. This one it looks like I bought it. Because it's level 15. This is like, you can get this right out of Act 1. You can get this right into Act 2. Like right when you start off Act 2. It's like, just walk over there and steal it from them. So yeah, we have an ungodly amount of intelligence. 260% bonus damage. 150% warfare. What is this? Plus 65 crit multiplier. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Welcome, Miss Caloran. You should know that I have forgiven you.
The doctor, do not. He quickly recovered.
Now, you don't know. Then, the proposed divinity. Then you may see your...
Isn't accepting walk-in patients.
Did I put a... I didn't put one in there. Okay, let's reload the save real quick. I need to put a pyramid down. All of what work, exactly? What do you mean? Like the gearing and stuff? Yeah, technically. So, I'm not saying a rogue build is bad. See username. I'm not saying a rogue build is bad. It does less damage just because daggers have reduced base damage. Kind of like that chart I was showing a second ago. But, yeah.
Welcome, Miss Caloran. You should know that I have forgiven...
The doctor, do not. He quickly recovered.
Now, then we the proposed divinity.
Isn't accepting walk-in patients, clearly.
Losing revenue? No. I mean, I don't get crazy. Most of my revenue is just from people subbing. I do get a decent amount from like YouTube ads, but not an amazing amount.
You should have left when you had the chance.
It's my music. It's no fun without the music.
And stay with the doctor forever. Never pick a fight with your
Alright, by the way, I have 7,000 health. Watch him do all my health and damage in a single turn. Oh, he didn't attack me. Nice. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Fine. Let me introduce you to my little friend here. It's called the Skin Graft Scroll. It is completely balanced. There's nothing wrong with this, okay? The devs knew exactly what they were doing when they created this, by the way. So we're just gonna, you know, go over here. Do I have any tea? I don't think I grabbed the tea yet at this level. Did I? Where is it? Yeah, we don't have any tea. We can't be that busted right now. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. It does if you're using like high rarity weapons with like runes, it closes the gap. But even when you're closing the gap, like if I rebuild that chart with like legendaries, which you can't do because Game Master mode like rarity items are broken. But even if you did to like close the gap, it's still not. It still doesn't close that gap between spells and weapons all the way. Like weapons are still inferior. Weapons are fine, don't get me wrong. But if we're talking about like why is Necro the best, that's why, because they scale better. They have the best type of damage, which is spells. They have the best damage type, which is physical. They have the highest damage spells in the game. Yeah, all the good stuff. Like literally everything works in their favor. So let's just get some these. And obviously we're uber cheating as well because we have skin craft scrolls. But you know, that's fine, don't worry about it. It's perfectly balanced. There's nothing wrong with this. Okay, we got a double kill there. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Oh yes, the beauty of Necromancer. So balanced, guys. I think I can just, like, literally I can just one-shot her, him with an effect, without critting. This is how I play when my brother says it's his turn. It's my turn. Just keep going. Use animal scales, source orbs, and pieces of paper. Yes, it's perfectly balanced, guys. I'm gonna have to report you for cheating. Quite simply too much damage. Oh my gosh. Alright, well that's Necromancer. We've now done our traditional reload a late game save at the end of the stream. So that means we're now allowed to end the stream. Can you believe that? It's amazing. Yeah, but literally, like, Necro is ridiculous the entire game, and it just gets more ridiculous the later game you get. Because you literally just start, like... Who's a demon here? What? Oh, my character, probably. Just 18k? Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of rookie numbers, am I right? Like, I do as much damage with this spell as he has health. Yeah, there's supposed to be a Riz wizard involved. Yeah, there is. We're just demonstrating some memes here. Now that we're done. This was a Bethesda Fallout 76. You'd be tagged and banned for those numbers. Had to write an essay on why cheating is bad. Source orbs, yeah, you get them from Tarkin. And some other high-level traders. Like, this is just... It's insane. Like, when you get to the point where a spell does as much damage as an enemy has health, you kind of lost, like... It's kind of lost all meaning at this point. Like, it's just kind of like... Dead. You know, like, you know... Just, you know, cast this, why not? Just when you feel like it. Throw another damage buff in there, like that. How about Flesh Sacrifice? That's pretty good, right? Let's do that. See, we have, what was 80 intelligence? Yep. How much does Grasp the Starve do? 5,850 damage. We put one wolf on at the end of this game just to see how high we can push the numbers, but it doesn't really matter. You don't need one wolf. Let's load a save without one wolf, and I'll show you how minuscule the difference is. Where's total bullshit? Let's see. Like, especially late game, Lone Wolf, like the bonus becomes like not that big a deal. So this Necromancer we're about to see is like one that I made before like the last gift bag, which gave you a bunch of armor pieces that were very useful for buffing the Necromancer. And this also does not have Lone Wolf. So like literally like, and you won't be able to tell the difference, by the way. It's like looks exactly the same. It does the exact same thing. So look, there's more intelligence in this character. 73 intelligence, 20 warfare, 12 scoundrel, and you won't be able to tell a single difference here.
God.
Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. Let's reload again. Let's just, yeah. I just don't like it. How much initiative do I have? 52. Give me 64. I need more. Go first. Boom goes last boss. I know, right?
God woken. Dallas told
It does the most damage in the game, more than you can possibly imagine.
Yeah.
Dallas,
that's why.
I am. Aren't they just full?
That we only.
And you'll be it. Don't let them.
But our soul. I'm sorry.
Okay, this says 6,300 damage. $6,600 damage. 7,000 damage. Let's go ahead and incorporate a new meme here. Do this real quick. So we're gonna go. We're gonna do this. We go pick up a buff from our friend here. Okay, can I get one from Dallas? Can you give me a buff, please? Can I please go? There we go. Thank you. All right, 13,000 damage. That's good, right? I think that's good enough, right? How much crit? 101%. Okay, that's pretty good. Lets you play the game in real time. Yeah, basically. Right. That's the final boss.
Struggles to rise, but the weight of his own pain leaves him to gravity's mercy.
By the way, most of them would have died with way less damage, except for Brackus. He's the only person here that wouldn't have died, like from just a normal unbuffed attack. The rest of them would have just like fallen over dead from like a single attack. Maybe not Lucian, but like Grass of the Starved with a decent build, they're just all dead. Doesn't matter. So, you know. How much damage was that, guys? Pretty good amount of damage, right?
Well then.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I never let alone.
Anyways, alright guys, I think I'm gonna call the stream here. I could be playing these end-game saves all day. No, there's not crit stacking. Unlike a Warframe. You can't like crit stack. Yeah, 3,400 damage. Yeah, you can't overflow crit. It's just 100%. How did I not die? When they hit me, I had Living on the Edge, which prevents me from dying. Who cares about calling down Hellfire when you can have some bloody hands touch their feet? I know, right? Okay, here is literally what I think. My literal opinion as to why Grass the Starved was not nerfed, but Meteor Shower was, is because more people use Meteor Shower, even though Grass is better, simply because it looks cooler. Everybody wants to play the Fire Mage, right? Because Fire is so cool, right? So they get Meteor Shower and they're like, wow, this is so cool. It's so OP. So guess what? Lorien nerfed it. Nobody plays Necro. Grass the Starved doesn't look cool. It just happens. There's no, like, you can barely see there's an animation unless you're like looking for it. It just looks like you click the screen and then just everything dies, right? So just because it doesn't look as cool, they didn't nerf it as hard. All right. GG Manny, GG Nitro, busted as always. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, the final boss you get infinite source points, like this. And also, even if you're not in the final boss fight, if you use Apotheosis, it doesn't matter how much source you use. So, yep. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Leave a follow if you see some more, and I'll see you in the next stream. See you guys.